Let's go, baby. Hit that like button. Oh, baby.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
Well, I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me. You just made the list.
I'm so gone. No, I'm never turning back. I won't stop. I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on. You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad. I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
You're gonna have the games to our talk. Enough from me. You're gonna have the games to our talk. It's turbo time. It's turbo time. It's turbo time. Who are you? Put that cookie down! Now! Who is your daddy?
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games to our talk.
I think it's time we try
When I
something new.
feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
It's turbo time. It's turbo time.
Molly's looking back, mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
It's turbo time.
And so everything that we are doing with our content, with our
What's up, grinders? How you doing out there? Let's go! Oh yeah! What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's up. It's Jez7780, Mr. Grinds My Gears here with a Monday Gaming Grindhouse. How's everybody doing out there? Hasn't been a long time since you heard from me. Heard from me yesterday and also on Friday, and yeah. Things been going well. Shout out to all the grinders as they're coming on in. As you're coming on in, here you go. Let's see what we got here. Do some shout outs. The Unknown, Zero Steel, Ryan. How you doing? Kratos99, what's up, man? How you doing? Mod. Carl, how you doing? Veggie, Ryan. Or I said Ryan, we got him again. Neil, Will777, what's up? How you doing, Peter Parker? Spiderman in the house. X-Hawk is here. Oh, damn. Well, he got a message deleted. I don't know what he said there. Wild Wolf, auga, how you doing? How you doing? Richard Farmer, oh man, flexing all the emojis. Yes. Leech, how you doing? Yeah, boy. Low Key, how you doing? Bill, what's up? Compost Smurf, Neon Blue, what's up? Mary Wilcox, how you doing? Ager Metal, how you doing? What's up, Doc Zone? See if I got anybody. Geraldo Nunez. Yes, everybody's flexing that new emoji. By the way, Damasi, how you doing? The Claymores, what's up? Yo! Metal just became a VIP grinder. Woo! Use those emojis, baby. Welcome to the VIP Grindhouse. We'll get you on that board with the Herman Holtz partying splits. Yes, by the way, a new emoji. I said we just hit over 105 members here at the VIP Grindhouse. Herman Holtz splits. Metal makes it 106. We're moving on up. And now he can flex the brand new emoji.
You just made the list.
The brand new emoji. It's the thumbnail of this evening, and it will be here. It is Mr. Jim Jarrett. He's in the house giving Phil Ness a headlock with 0 games.
I'm going to have to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
Oh, damn. Pause. Holy damn, we're starting off viciously. Oh. It's raw, baby. It's raw.
It's raw, Melissa.
Yes, chef.
Oh, man.
Come on. Yes, chef.
Yes, we got that new emoji, man. We're going to get some more, baby. We're going to get some more VIPs. It's that kind of Monday. That's right, Score Bros. What's up, man? Freddie, how you doing? Josh has Double J. Woo! That's right. Zero Steel. What's up? So you can see, I'm waiting. The Grindhouse is open, so I'm waiting for Frogs. And, hey, it's Frogs. Hey, Frogs, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? Just been sitting here. I just letting you do your intro.
Oh yeah, no problem. I didn't see the Discord if you're in there or not. Yeah, I just put up the new emoji with Jim Jarrett.
I've been sitting here listening.
Jim Jarrett.
Great emoji. Classic.
Oh,
Classic.
give it to him. He's giving it to him. So how you doing, man?
Just
What's
been
up?
sitting here listening. My back is on fire as always. Jumping out of planes for some times and ruck marches and all the kind of crazy shit I did in the military. It's letting me know that I paid my dues, and I tell you what, it's not fun.
Ugh.
Sometimes I really look at just things my body's been through, and I'm like, geez, man, I just got another year older, and I'm getting closer to 50, and I'm like, geez, man, I really am in a lot of pain.
Thank you for all
I'm
your
getting
services,
old.
man. But yeah, I tell you, it's I can't imagine what you're going through with your body, because I know what you mean, getting old,
I don't wish
dude.
this on anybody, man.
Getting old.
I don't wish. Back pain is not something I wish on anybody.
Dude, I pulled my back twice already, knock on wood. It was like every friggin'
That's-
Memorial Day.
That's what I did.
Dude,
That's
it is
what
the
I
worst,
did.
scariest thing in the world.
Those things, I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're like these torches. You can put little propane.
The tiki
tanks in them,
torches.
and well, they heat up. They're like heaters. Outdoor
Oh,
heaters.
yes. Oh, those things.
Yes.
You
So
carried one
I
of
got
those?
a couple of those. Yeah, so I carried one of those and had to tinker it. I carried it with one hand. I'm like, I'm a big guy. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm carrying it, I didn't realize that, hey, maybe I should carry it with two hands, because in the other hand, I had something that was lighter. So my balance was off, and I just picked it up and went about my business and did what I had to do. But, oh, my God, the next day I woke up, I could barely walk.
Yep.
I was sitting on the side of the bed. I'm in like excruciating pain. I'm like, okay, my back gave out again. But usually I feel a pop, and I'm like, oh crap, my back. But this time I didn't feel the pop until the next day when I got up, and I'm like, yeah, I should have been smarter.
Uh-huh.
But I still have the back pain. It's gonna take me about probably until Wednesday, and then it'll fully go away.
Mm-hmm.
But it does take me a while when it happens. It takes me about a good 4 or 5 days. They want to do spinal fusion. They want to fuse my spine together, because I have some degenerative disc problems, some bulging discs, some of the hey, I can feel bone grinding against bone. I'll just say that. It doesn't feel good. I can actually feel it. So I told them I didn't want to get it done until I'm in my 60s, which I figured maybe in my 60s. My buddy got it done. He's the same age as me, and he told me, he said, you know what? I thought it was gonna be cool. He's like, dude, wait. He's like the first 7 years after the surgery, he was good. And then he said, man, it just came back. That pain came back. And I'm like, nah, I think I'll wait. So he told me, he said, give it 10 years, man. Just wait it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to wait it out, see what happens.
I hope you feel
I
better,
tell you,
man. But yeah,
I hope I do too, man. I hate having back pain.
Ice, dude, and painkillers, man. Yeah, I pull my back out. My wife, she rented a power washer, right?
Oh, no.
And she rented the one from Home Depot, and like an
big
industrial one. And
yeah, the real
like,
big one.
And I was like, what the hell? Like, and then I showed up, and it was outside on the side of the house. I'm like, I can't wash the house with this thing. This will put a hole right through the side of the house. Like, this is not.
Oh yeah,
this is like a
those things
one.
don't play.
So I thought So anyway, my wife's small. She had it out there, right? So when I was like, no, we're bringing this back, I lifted it up, and it was a full 275-pound engine power washer thing, thinking that she was able to get it there so I could lift it, and I was like, oh, and I pulled my back. And I was like, how the hell did you get this off the car? She's like, oh, I just pushed that thing off, and it just like crashed onto the ground. I'm like, I'm like, how did they get it in there? She's like, oh, they used a forklift. And meanwhile, I'm like deadlifting this thing, and I pulled my back out. I was limping for a month.
They're over there forklifting it, and you're deadlifting it.
Dude, I lifted. I didn't realize it was that heavy. I just was like pulled it up. I was like, oh.
And Jess, when you're younger, like you can just freaking go forever, man. I remember times I just get on the bench
like
and just bench and not have a
unexpected
200 pounds.
I
Is
went on their
nothing for me
website,
easy.
dude.
And I'm like sitting here now, and I'm like,
but
I don't think I can do it anymore.
It was a
I'm getting
200.
old.
But wrong. It was 270. It was 278 pounds. but me thinking it was lighter. So like I didn't prepare for something heavy,
Right.
like squat down and get
Once
ready.
you went to go
Like,
pull
I
it,
just
you were
went-
like, "Oh, I pulled
lifted
something."
it, and it was already up in the air when I realized, like, oh my god! And I had to like turn to the left to get it in the back of the car. So I completely stretched my right side, and man, I was done. I'm the forklift. No, dude, I didn't know until
Yeah,
after.
that's what happens, man.
I was like, this thing's
You
250
don't realize it.
pounds. I didn't realize it. So that's how
Yeah.
you pull your back out.
Because
When
my
you
wife
bend
is like,
down,
"Hey,
something's
you know, you
heavy.
gonna get the heaters?" And I was like, "Let me go get these heaters." And I got it.
Those
got
things
the
are heavy and
two,
awkward.
dude. Yeah, because they got the 2 propane tanks in the bottom.
Yeah, those propane tanks are heavy, and they're bottom
And so I'm lifting
heavy.
2 propane tanks plus the heater. I'm like, you know what?
Damn.
I probably should ask my sons for help. They're young, you know, they're cock
That's
strong.
right.
I should ask them for help.
Strong.
No, I'm sitting there trying to freaking be He-Man, lift this crap up by myself, and I'm like, I think I pulled as soon as I woke up the next day, I was like, yep, I pulled something. I know it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And
I
know it's
didn't
the
feel
next
it the day
dude.
of. I felt it the next day, and I was
Exactly.
like, I pulled
The
something.
next day, you're like, uh-oh.
And then my wife's like, what happened? I'm like, yeah, I pulled something. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty bad because I'm in pain. Got some, some muscle relaxers. That crap did not work. I'm like, yeah, I need something stronger than this.
Get ready,
You know,
man. We're
and-
gonna be.
and
We're gonna,
unfortunately-
at least you have a good showcase on Wednesday to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And unfortunately, Florida is one of those states that, marijuana is not illegal because I definitely got some edibles. Medical marijuana is. I would have definitely had some edibles. Look, this is like the time I wish I was in Vegas. If I was in Vegas, I'd been okay, man.
I did
What
play
a
Power
felony
Wash
thing, no?
him. I was like, without the back pulling
in real life.
In real life, exactly. Yo, Will777 with the 5 gifted VIP grinders welcoming. Thank you so much, Will. Paco King, Zap Mondo, Mike Jones, Jay Thomas. Who's this? Oh, this is Trop Car. Trop Car?
Mike Jones.
Yo.
You just made the list.
Here they come. And Jay Thomas. Yo. Yes. Thank you so much for the VIPs, man. We're getting there. Holy crap. That's awesome. Use the new emojis, and thank you again. And make sure everybody
just made the list.
enables gifting, because if gifting goes around, you can get it on there and get to use the emojis. I also, by the way, I did add a couple of things to the VIP grinder.
You just made the list.
Some perks. So one of the perks I did was I'll put some private message, a message board, not private. I don't say private message, but like messages just to the VIP grinders.
No, don't do private messages.
No
You
private
get dick
messages.
pics.
No.
You just made the
no,
list.
but basically I'm sending anybody what grinds your gears, and we'll read them off on the we'll read it on the show. And then this one we did PlayStation predictions. So I didn't even look at them yet. I just put it out
just made the
to
list.
the VIPs, and we're gonna go through them, and we're gonna see that. So
I know that we're gonna get into the big conversation, but I think I was telling you about it. So I got my Xbox Series X's. The guy I gave it to his son. I gave it to his son, and we're good friends and military guys. And so his son is like, I'm out for the weekend. His son's graduating high school, prom, out for the weekend. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna take your Series X and use it.
Oh yeah,
He's
you're
like,
borrowing
huh?
it back from him.
Yeah, so I borrowed it back from him for like 5 days just to play some, Redfall, because I was like, okay, maybe the guy that got online and I'm telling him the weapon's invisible in my hand. Maybe he was onto something. Nah. Same problems. Had the same glitchy problems and weapons not appearing in hands.
Really?
And,
because you were playing on the cloud.
Had a
It's playing on
vampire.
Xbox.
Yeah, I was playing on the cloud. I was playing on Xbox Cloud, and I had problems. So then I said, you know what? This guy gave me shit for playing on cloud. He's like, you're not playing it natively. That's why you're having all the problems and
So
the
you got your
bugs.
Xbox
So I
back.
started playing it. So I started playing it natively. Got it, downloaded it, started playing. I was like, yo, this game is bad. It's really buggy.
Dude, I streamed
So
it.
the
It's popping
vampire, there's a vampire I'm fighting, and this guy is stutter stepping all over the screen in the T-pose. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And my wife is like, what game is this? I'm like, this is that Redfall game. She's like, the music is cool. She's like, this game. Wait, she's like, is this the new Xbox game? I was like, this is their generation of X. She's like, that game looks bad. She's like, that can be like their current. I said, nah, that's a current gen game. She's like, the game looks bad. I don't think it takes. My wife is, casual as they come, but she still plays games. But I don't think it takes a person, a genius, to say like when you can look with your eyes and say this is this. And she kept watching me play, and she's like, something about this game is off. And I said, it's running at 30 frames. She said, that's what it is. I kept saying, she said, something about it just didn't look right. I said, it's running at 30 frames, you know, because she knows the difference. Like, she knows when she picks up her
But it
Call of
looks
Duty
horrible
game.
though. Like that's the thing. Not even
But
30
it
frames,
looks
dude.
really,
It looks bad.
it's not even that. She kept wondering why every car had like gasoline under it and like why you couldn't shoot windows out, but it would explode if you shoot it.
Yeah,
Like, it was a simple thing she was wondering that she
They
picked
were
up.
glorified.
She just watched me.
You know,
She
red
watched me
tanks.
play it. Yeah, she watched me play it, and she didn't understand why some of the things were the way they were. And like I said, she's pretty casual, but she picked it up, and she's not like gaming like that. She doesn't talk about games or anything. Why wouldn't the person who's really a gamer really pick this up? So I call bullshit. Once again, I played it in the native console, and I was like, yo, this game has some problems. You know? I wanted to believe that it wasn't going to have problems because I was on the cloud, but no, the cloud wasn't a problem. It's the game.
The cloud probably
amplified
everything.
You know, Jazz. You know, Jazz. My wife sat there and she played Forza on the cloud for like a couple hours, and she's like, "Yo, this is pretty cool." She didn't know it was the cloud. She thought she. So I'm playing on the iPad, and she has the Xbox controller, and she's like, "Wait, this is on the cloud?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I never would have knew." And she's like, "This game looks pretty cool."
Phil's happy.
Is this all? Hey, she's happy, man. It's the first time she.
I'm gonna tell you,
first time she played a game on the Xbox, and she asked me if it was on PlayStation.
Forza is the outlier to all of Xbox. It's the one that hit 1080p 60
it's the
on
one.
the Xbox One.
It's always
it hit 4K
that one. Yep.
60 on the Series X. Forza, whatever they've done with Forza has been the outlier to Xbox quality.
It's magic.
It runs like incredibly smooth, and that's why it's really suspect that we haven't seen like that much of Forza, given that this is the year it's supposed to release.
Oh, it's not suspect. It's a service-based game. We already know this. We know
you're right.
We know it's a service-based game.
You're right, and
we know what's going on. It's going to come in droves and little here and there's, and here you go, and enough talking. Let us see the games and bullshit, and we know we did wrong, and we got better to do, and I think we've gotten to a point in gaming. The reality is we got to a point where in gaming where I realized that people who play games, really people who really play games, not people who hold the line and fake play games, but people who really hold games to their heart, that sometimes you can't listen to these people because they're not playing the games.
Nah.
They're talking about them more than they play them. I play a lot of fucking games, and I really like the games I play. I play good, I play bad, but I play the games.
Yeah.
And I don't just want to play a game just to be like it's bad. If it's bad, and I can see, you ever look at something, Jazz, and be like, oh, I can see that's a bad product. You can just see it's a bad product.
Yeah, I said that about
Redfall. Didn't look good from the.
It didn't look good from the
Redfall
beginning.
didn't look good. So I honestly think that you can look at something and say this doesn't look good.
I'm going to tell you
even
something.
Waste my time.
That leads us right into our first topic. But before I get into
There
that,
we go.
I know that you were talking about Segue. I know you were talking about you're playing Forza Horizon, Forza Forbidden West. I mean, not Forza Horizon Forbidden West. Jeez, oh my goodness, Monday. Yeah, but so you're playing that, right?
So I'm playing Horizon.
Forbidden West.
Forbidden West. I am playing Forbidden West because I got to get to the DLC, and I do want to play the DLC.
Oh my god, we got to talk after that.
What I'm playing, I can tell you, because I'm just really giving this game that time space of like really sitting down and really, really playing it. I'm gonna tell you something. I was playing and I'm like under the water. I'm like, yo, I didn't even realize she can go so far under the water. Mm-hmm. And it's like the water's so crystal. The water looks like a CGI. Like it looks that amazing.
Yeah,
like it's written. I'm playing it on my OLED, so it looks really freaking good. And I'm like, geez, man, this game looks really incredible. And I wondered last year, why I didn't win like any awards for like graphics or art style or anything. I don't get that.
It won a BAFTAs. People told me yesterday it won the BAFTAs.
It's really good.
Overlooked.
Yeah, very overlooked.
Game design, graphics, technical prowess. I did a whole rant video yesterday about it. I don't.
You think it's the character itself?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like we were saying,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm not really. The main character, I'm not really into her.
She's better in the second one. The first one, she was rough.
Yeah, I mean, the whole redhead thing. You know, I have a theory.
Do you think that she's not likable?
life,
That's
man.
why, like,
I think she's not likable.
she's not a likable
Because
character.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care about her, but I like the gameplay. I like seeing the different hippopotamus dinosaurs, alligator like dinosaur robot. That's what I like. I don't care about the character. I really don't care about it. I think she's fugly. And my theory about redheads is either they're good looking or they're not. That's it. You're either good looking redhead or
you're
you're
talking
not.
about attractive, like, but no, you
No,
think,
no.
like,
I mean,
as
what
a
I'm saying
character,
is,
you don't think that she
what I'm saying is attractive. That does play a part in it. I don't think she's a very attractive character. Like, you know, she's like Ed Sheeran. He's not an attractive dude, but I like his music. I think that a lot of women like Ed Sheeran's music, but I honestly think they would say he's not an attractive guy, but he makes great music. She's not an attractive character, but I think what she does for the game is great.
But no,
and I do think people will tie themselves into that. I don't think
I don't think it's just
she's not a likable character to me.
I can see
I just don't
the
think she's likable.
I can see the point of maybe her being not as likable and not as down to earth, but you got to think about it too.
She's not a likable character.
Is that the first game she was definitely kind of dry, like not a lot of stuff going into.
Oh man, she was definitely dry.
She was very like robotic, almost like she was.
I didn't care about her in the first game.
The second one,
I didn't care about her in the first game. The second one, she seems like she has some emotion. She kind of seems like, you know what she seems like? And I'm going to be honest with you, because if you played the first game, you understand the story. She kind of, like, she's really invested in what's going on in the world. And then, like, the way she deals with things is like, you like looking for that human element. And I don't really find her having that human element sometimes. And I can't relate to her.
I think they did better in the second
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And I think that the second game they definitely made her
there's so many characters in that game.
To the characters and
And here's what I'm gonna say to you. And I'm pretty sure you're.
Frog, they're going in on you in the chat about Ed Sheeran and saying that she's not good looking, and that's why you want to play games.
No. What I'm trying to say is people will relate to game characters, and if they're not look, some game characters you're like, oh, okay, this is a nice looking character. Even game characters you can make look nice, but again,
really it's not the way she looks nice.
But it's not the way she looks. It's not about her looks.
You'd say like Ellie is not really old.
It's about her
dolled up and stuff like
Ellie,
that.
Yeah, Ellie's not a good looking character.
It has to do with the personality, but I do think
it's her personality.
The story, the way the story was.
That's what I should have said.
She was
in
the first
personality.
Yeah, the personality. Because I'm gonna say the way they portrayed her in the first game was very robotic, very kind of like she was trying to find who she was. Then the second game, they definitely made her much more like she had a purpose. She was definitely more aggressive. She kind of knew what was going on. And I'm going to tell you is evolvement of the character, because by the end of the DLC and what you see, actually by the end of that game, you see how she's becoming more and more. She knows who she is, and now she knows what she needs to do. And that's what I should have said. And I'm telling you, but as you play it, you'll find that she's getting better.
Let me ask you this, Jez. And this is my philosophy. And like I said, I can be wrong. Everybody can be wrong. But I think personality. So I should have said looks. I do think the fact that she's a redhead does play some part into it. I just think redheads are just redheads. They're just so. I don't know. I think they're a little different. There's not too many games you could think with.
I thought it was pretty crazy that like the guy was called.
You're my number one customer.
The Landon and the DLC like calls her out, like says that the ginger's coming. I'm like, oh my god, this dude's like calling her out like that.
And answer me this: now that you beat it and everything, because this is what I think. This is my personal opinion. I think there are characters that are better than her that should have been the main protagonist. I think there are characters that they're actually a better character than she is. I think they are. There are way better characters in that game than she is. I think they're men and women. I think they're characters that are better than her. That if they were the main protagonist, it would have been a little bit more enjoyable. They seem like they're more, livable, like they're living. Something about her is just off. I don't know what it is. Like, she's like. Well, you remember when Detroit Become Human came out and they showed Kira? She was more likable than this chick, and she was a robot.
I don't know.
Something about her character. I don't like her character. I think the game is good. I just don't like the character.
Do a lot of huffing and puffing in the first game. Second game, I think she improved a lot. And I think.
And
too,
why is her
like,
forehead always wrinkled when she talks? Why is her what's wrong with her forehead being all
man.
wrinkled?
Frog's
like,
a
she's supposed to be young.
He's one. I mean, not for spoken.
Look, all I'm saying is she's not. I don't think
an
she's a
Aloy
likable
fan.
character.
Well,
no, I'm not an
Aloy
Aloy fan as far as her as a character. Yeah.
Liquinator, Liquinator, he
They're
goes,
going in.
Yo, they're going in. I can't keep track of them, man. They're going crazy on you. Xbox hasn't got my money since the 360. I bought one 4 weeks later. Red Ring of Death, got my money back. Another 1 week later, Red Ring of Death, and it was over, dude. Yeah, I went to like 4 rings of death. 3 months after, dude. It was crazy. But yeah, that Red Ring of Death, that's what pissed off Frog with 360. That's where he moved over.
Yeah.
The Game Night 123 goes, regardless
done.
of what people feel about Aloy, that shouldn't count them out of getting awards for technical achievement or best graphics and whatnot.
Totally agree.
Game Night. That's right. Exactly.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
It's that's totally and that's again. Like,
what isn't this the second time that the game has been snuffed? Like it's got nothing really.
The first game it got
major...
snuffed. Yeah.
Wow.
The first game it got snuffed.
Odd.
Don't worry, Dog Zone. Frog will take that back about the redheads. He's gonna take it back.
No, I've seen attractive redheads. I just don't think she's one.
Okay, there you go.
I don't think she's one.
See, you know what the thing is like I agree on the level of kind of like if you look at like God, Kratos, God of War, Nathan Drake, but people could be like, hey, Nathan Drake is annoying, like, you know what I mean? He's just never scared or never worried.
But he has more personality.
Of course he does. Okay, that's how they wrote him.
What's the kid she grew up with? The black kid in there that's like right in the beginning of the game. What's that guy's name? He had a really good personality.
You just made the list.
That you think he likes her, but I can't. Horizon, I can't remember his name. No, on Horizon. Silence.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
No. He like the personality is like. Wait, is that the guy? He was a kid where he grew up with her.
No, I don't know.
No, the one that grew up with her, not. No, so when she grew up, it was a young black kid. He grew up with her, and you think the way the story is going, like he likes her. You know, you're like, oh, they're gonna get together because that's how.
No, but I'm telling you, dude. Wait till you go, Vol. That's what said Vol.
Vol did. That's it. Yeah, his personality, like he has a great personality.
Yeah,
you're like, why didn't they make him the character?
He's the comic. He's the yeah. He's not gonna be no main character. True Witty.
No, he's not gonna be. What I'm saying is,
here's True Witty. He goes, everyone has their opinion, but I like Aloy's character, and she's gorgeous as a character and a redhead with braids. Fact. Game is great and a technical marvel. I'm sure that's what True Witty was trying to say.
Oh yeah,
dude,
great
hey,
game,
man. I don't think she's that. I took tons of photos of her as a model, man. I think she's not bad. It's good.
No,
but again,
the person who played her is different than the person in the game. The person in the game
about the
is
game.
really the character.
Oh, Frog.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Scolari Brothers. He goes with the VIP grind. That goes, Frog's my god. Aloy is a queen, and you've been talking to Crap Gamer too much.
No, she is not a queen. That chick is
the chat is going
looking.
Crazy, Frog. We better move on to Final Fantasy. Looking. We gotta move on to Final Fantasy because I was showing pictures of Aloy and she was damn good in my pictures. Oh
yeah. The game as game wise, she's just not a good looking character.
What are you talking about? I just took great pictures of her.
Oh no, that's what I said. As far as the game is like, the pictures you take. If you see her from the side, or you see like an image from like where she's like riding on a wildebeest, whatever.
Oh come on, you gotta be kidding me, dude.
You see that face as soon as she starts talking, you see all the wrinkles in her head. You're like, what the hell is going on? How old is she?
Frog,
she looks like
at the picture.
She looks like
what
you know what she looks like? I know you've seen. She
has green eyes. Like she's not bad looking. What are you talking about?
No.
That's a Frog getting the boo.
I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna explain to you what she looks like, and you're gonna agree to it.
No, I don't think you should go in deeper than you already are. Because I think
no. Look, Game of Thrones, right? There's a redhead.
Oh,
really hot redhead, right?
He's been partying with Phil Spencer. Right? Frog's been compromised. First he signed the Vex Cloud. Now he's talking trash about Aloy.
Anybody who's watched Game of Thrones, knows the witch in Game of Thrones, the redhead. Well, she's hot, but when she takes that necklace off, she looks like Aloy.
Frog's had a meeting with Phil.
Like.
I know. Frog, look at the pictures I'm showing of her. Like, come on, get the hell out of here.
No, I'm messing around. She's not a horrible looking character. I just don't think she's not Ed Sheridan ugly. I mean.
True, man. Even True Bird was going in on your ass.
#1 customer.
I know. Look, I'm messing around. No,
Dude.
she's not a horrible looking
True
character. I just
Virgil
think she's
goes,
not likable.
Frog thinks Jim Ryan looks better than Aloy. Oh, damn. Frog is hurt.
Hey, I got something for this pain, man.
Yeah, dude, you must be on something because I don't know. He's talking crazy. He signed up for xCloud. Frog's been compromised. He's been compromised.
Playing Redfall. It's Redfall's fault.
I'm putting up the sirens. We have breached. We had a breach in the grindhouse. Who this man?
It's Redfall's fault.
Who's this man that came into the grindhouse? Frog's been compromised.
Nah, Horizon. Both are beautiful games. I just think that the character's personality is not the best. I think
they want
that's,
you.
That's what it really.
They
boils
want you to
down
swap out with True Virgil under Herman's nuts now. Damn.
Oh no! Oh, we don't do that. Oh no!
All right, well, we're going to get off that time because Frog just pissed off everybody. Now we can agree on something.
We got to start it right, man. We got to start it right.
Damn, Frog just rode in on the redhead aspect of it. Jesus.
Nah, I think redhead's
I think that it's not even just the looks, but I think that the character definitely, they had some struggles in the first game, especially with the story, but they've improved it with the second one, and they even humanized them more in the end of the DLC. I would say that was a big revelation for the character. Play the whole game, and then we'll talk about it.
I just need to play through it and beat it, then we'll talk about it. Yeah,
listen to her story, and also, too, I'm going to take notice is that, notice when you get to the DLC, the stuff that you're talking about, her facial animations and everything is even more detailed, and she actually shows a lot more emotion, I feel like, in the DLC than she does with the in the cutscenes. Like, I was seeing her face move, doing all crazy reactions that I don't recall seeing in the other one. But
so what you're saying is that PS4 port over to PS5 is
holding
you don't see that in a DLC version.
I don't know. There you go, bro. Maybe you could change her hair color in the settings.
Is it true in the DLC that you can take your what's that bird called? It's like a freaking pterodactyl. You can dive in the water with it.
Yes, it's called a water wing. The
nice.
True Virgil says, "I vote that Frog takes his spot."
No. We're gonna say no.
Well,
you're
bringing that up, and I think so. I think she's beautiful. I think it's fine. Frog's on too many medications.
No, I'm just messing around.
Frog's not messing around. He said what he said. You're trying to pull back that Phil Ness thing, we're gonna go.
She's no freaking witch from Game of Thrones.
Speaking about where the VIPs are, we're going into the club right now. Let's go. Here we go. True Virgil. Maybe we'll put Frogs there. Cut his mic. But thank you again, VIP Grinders. We're going to... What the hell's going on with my microphone? My God.
You getting Phil Ness?
I'm getting... No, you got Phil Ness. I ain't getting Phil Ness. Here we go. No, thank you again, VIP Grinders. Partying here with Herman Holtz. And definitely I'll be adding the new Grinders to this evening to here. But flex the new emojis that are out there, and come on to the VIP Grindhouse. Herman Holtz is ready to show his quality splits. He's ready to go, baby. Let's do this. All right. Oh man, thank you again, VIP Grinders. Yes, so I had the new emoji out there. There we go. Scolari's flexing them. But shout out to the VIPs. Therapy Quantified says Aloy was shunned her entire life. Did you want her to have a bubbly, happy personality? That's true. I agree with that. See, Frog?
That is true.
You gotta play.
True.
That's what I said.
Look. I did beat the first game, and so I will say I understand her character as a child and what she went through. So I don't feel bad for her though.
Oh man, see, he's owning it. Frog, that's enough. Frog, they're at the point. I think Frog has this song on repeat too much. He has this repeat in his house. Playing xCloud. What's going on here? We have compromise. A breach in the grindhouse. A breach in the grindhouse. Phil got him. They told him to play High on Life. Oh man, Kratos. Your wedding song is permeated into the grindhouse.
High in Life isn't horrible.
Oh,
It's not
yo,
horrible.
this is it. We have been a breach. There's been a breach.
I'm cloned. It's
He's
a clone.
And we knew it. We knew it. I knew it. After a while, that Phil Ness will wear on you. There's been a breach in the grindhouse. Oh, man. He started playing at xCloud. Now he's hating on PlayStation IP. Oh,
Rooftop parties and keys.
Frog gonna be at a rooftop party next. I did see the picture of you with all those drinks. That was a rooftop party for your birthday.
That was a rooftop party. That's
shit. Show Frogs the door, they said. Tell Frog to hold the line. Yo, you imagine piss off 300 people, Frog. That's incredible.
No. I'm just messing around. I really am kidding around.
He breached. Oh, Skills says you breached the stall.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You're my #1 customer.
Oh no!
Oh!
Sound the alarm! Sound the
Breach the
alarm!
stall.
Frog's at the third
The
stall
right
on
door
the left.
stall?
He just
No.
walked down the third stall on the left. Frog, no!
No!
I heard something flush in the third stall. Oh, damn.
Oh God!
Been a breach in the grindhouse. Give it to you. Dude, these get the grinders, man, dude.
I did in the right door stall. He said the one on the left.
Oh, I saw you come out of one of those stalls. Oh shit, Paul.
The one on the right is Phil Spencer. the
True
one on the left
Virgil
is
was in the
Boozy.
stall next to you. He heard you. True Virgil's a
What the hell's
witness.
going on in that stall?
True
Who's in that
Virgil's a
stall?
witness. He's like, what's going on over there?
Oh yeah, glory holes and Game Pass.
Oh, dude, True Virgil. True Virgil's trying to recruit you.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, damn.
There's
Oh,
nothing in
yo.
that stall except for glory holes and Game Pass. I'm good.
Jesus. The Claymore says here, he goes, Frogs doesn't care about the story. He wants every character to be a waifu so he can yank it or else they're unlikable to him. Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
Liquidator goes, can I get a whole clip of the Game Pass song? It seems like it cuts off early. LOL. Dude, that's the entirety of the Game Pass song. Holy crap. But anyway, let's cool our tongues. Pause. And let's look at
Ooh,
the
pause.
blog that came out with Final Fantasy 16. So before we got into the whole
Oh, God.
Horizon
Here we
stuff,
go.
the thing with the Final Fantasy, they have done another developmental story speaking to the environmental artists, the level designs, and the combat teams. And again, one of the things I wanted to highlight with this article, and I suggest everybody go read it, if you don't want to be, I don't want to put any spoilers or anything in this thing, because I kind of want to go into Final Fantasy 16 with just like, I saw enough. I'm done.
You're my
Yeah,
#1
I
customer.
don't want to see it at the showcase. I just want,
Nope.
if they do a demo,
Please, God, no.
I might not even play the demo. Oh, True Virgil just said, I saw you in there, Frogs. Come on to me, my son. Come to me, my
You're my
son.
#1 customer.
Oh,
I'm good.
man, he saw you. Oh, Frog. Oh, my
Saw me
goodness.
in there peeking around the door. Saw him.
Where's the
Trying to sneak out.
sauce?
But the thing is like, we're sitting here, and I don't want to see any more of this on the
Agreed,
showcase. Like, if they want to drop a demo, maybe I'll play the demo. But I kind of want to go into this. Like, I think I've seen enough. Like, I saw the video at PAX. I was at PAX. But what I really enjoy with this is
You're my #1
amount
customer.
of levels that they're showing. Like, they're showing all different aspects of this game. Like, they're showing, like, the environmental design. And then they're talking about the combat. Then they're talking about, the story decision and how you're going to do flashbacks and play flashbacks with him. And of Clive Rossfield, and do some flashbacks and stuff like that, and and that's going to be in the public demo that they're saying, which drops ahead of the full game's launch. Which I don't know. I don't know if I want to play the demo. I kind of might just want to just leave it.
Do you think the reason we're seeing so much of it is because after Forspoken came out, they really want this game to really be a hit? Like, they really want to signify how big of a deal this game is?
No, because they did a lot of coverage for Forspoken as well. They did the demo,
And you know what they did, and you know what's also crazy, and I didn't realize until yesterday. Forspoken seems like it's on NPD every month. It's still selling.
Oh yeah, it's still there, and they got DLC
It's
coming
still
too.
there. So I'm like, okay, is it that people have nothing to play, or people were just at this point like, hey, we're kind of interested now. We want to
Yeah.
see, because I thought that was kind of odd. Like for the reception it got, I thought it was it was an okay game, but I didn't think that it would sit on NPDs and it's sitting there.
Yeah,
every
for the
month.
top of the month, it sold. Like it sold. It was.
So it's selling.
Yeah, I liked it.
I beat it. I
liked it.
like it. I think it's probably a good solid 7 game, which is okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
but
I just feel they're showing a lot of this game, but they're showing how many multiple aspects to it as they're preparing to launch this game. Like, and I agree with Impatient. I'm probably not going to play the
game.
demo.
Looks really deep.
Yeah, I'm not.
And it comes out in June, right?
June, yeah.
So you know why I think they're just going hard with it, because I think their biggest competitor, believe it or not, well, I don't know, maybe some people agree with me. I think Diablo's their biggest competitor. I think that's who they're competing against.
Like the combat looks insane.
I definitely am getting Diablo day one, and Final Fantasy is the only other game I can think that I'm getting day one.
You want to hear what they say here? They go, the game's vertical slice allowed the studio to finesse, yes, its vision, experimenting that it could that could achieve visually on a PS5 and use that chosen area design to help define the wider game would feel like. Environmental artists and level designers review and adapt to each of the other suggestions, while the combat team tests if the spot is spacious enough for battle. That gameplay slice incorporates the, I don't know, probably people can spell this out, a Norvent stage, which is playable early in the story's campaign. So it's showing how like they're taking where the vision, the artists, the combat, and making sure that all three of these things work together for this. Again, I like that they're showing gameplay clips with it, and we've seen a lot of gameplay. Like if this was all text and no gameplay, which we've seen games do that, I do think that that's a problem when they're talking about the theory and stuff and not showing gameplay clips and not showing all the gameplay they have. But
wait, now who's this?
This is on the PS4 blog, the PS5 blog. This is PS5 June 22nd.
As long as it's not from Push Square, man. Push Square.
No. This is PlayStation blog. Highlighting how the three different aspects of artists, the level designers, and combat teams come together to bring a cohesive vision.
What would you say is the last? Because I can tell you, my last Final Fantasy that I beat that came out was the last one was outside of Final Fantasy VII was the Final Fantasy. What's that one called? The Souls kind of game. Is that Origins?
Oh, that one. Yeah, and I didn't. Play
I beat that
the
one.
The last Final Fantasy I played was Seven, a remake.
Yeah, and I beat 7. And I got the DLC, and I'm interested in this game mostly because it seems like they're kind of going back to the formula that's Final Fantasy, but kind of pulling some of 7 in there as far as like how the game is going to play. Which I think they don't want to do turn-based games anymore because I don't think the audience is as big as it used to be growing up. I think that they're like, hey, we got to create this action genre of this type of game where we can tell a great story, and I think they're right. I think that my sons are not going to play, I can honestly tell you, my sons aren't going to play a turn-based game. It's not what the kids of today are playing. They need to be able to get in there and get instant gratification. So I'm interested more in this, from what they're showing, the story elements and the battles between the summons. That's what I'm interested in.
Those icon battles.
That's what I'm interested in.
I see a Thrifty came in. What's up, Thrifty? How you doing, man?
What's up, guys?
How you doing? Welcome to the Grindhouse. Get you on here.
What's up, Grinder?
There he is. Get him in there. Shout out to Thrifty. Yo, so Thrifty, have you been you hyped up for Final Fantasy 16?
I had it pre-ordered for 3 months.
Oh.
I will be playing the demo because it all saves and carries over to the main game.
Oh, okay.
And
so it does carry the main game.
Yeah, it does carry over to the main game. Also, Frog, your problem with Aloy is not that she's not pretty or likable. It's that in this game, she found out that she was, she found out what she found out about herself in the first game, right?
Exactly. Right.
So now she doesn't feel like she is a human. So why act like a human right now? She's going to act cold and callous because she's only there for a purpose.
Yes.
Like, I was literally screaming in my work van Like, no, she's supposed to act cold and callous. She thinks that she's only there for a purpose. She was literally created in a lab to solve a problem.
Yep.
Like,
by
and
machine.
so,
True.
and then
I don't know, like
as-
her in the first game, I liked her in the first game because the way she
well,
was.
before
She
she
was finding
found out.
Right, yeah, she
before
was more
found
likable
out,
to me.
She was heartbroken because her father, well, surrogate father figure,
Surrogate father, right.
died in the very beginning. So she was heartbroken the rest of the game, trying to figure out her place in the world. And then she found out she doesn't have a place in this world.
Yeah, she's called an outcast or the entire
She's an
second game.
outcast,
She
right,
keeps going,
yeah.
she's an outcast. She didn't even have a tribe.
Right.
Everything was lost. And she
Because
built her
she was
tribe
created
in the second game.
in a lab.
She kind of reminds me of Khaleesi from
That's a good point. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, she kind of has that.
But she
gives
doesn't
me
have that sense
vibe,
of vengeance. I think when you
no,
see
she doesn't. And I think I would have liked her more if she had that sense of
at the
vengeance.
I'm telling you, by the second game, as you play through it, you will see how she starts building a family and she starts building like people that she cares about, and she's giving herself something to fight for, and that even goes more into the DLC. That she's definitely becoming more of attached to what she's going through rather than just being very like kind of drill sergeant type. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. Because that's how she starts in the second game. But by the end of the game,
she's all by the
different.
book. Numbers.
Yeah.
She's a
And
numbers
that's
person. I
actually
gotta
because of those other characters that you mentioned
Yes.
that do have emotion. Varl
Yes.
brings her back and constantly
Yes, I
centers
love
her.
those characters.
The big guy, big dude with the faux hawk, the shorter buzz cut.
Val.
Val. Yeah, Val.
Yeah.
I think that's his name.
Not Varl. Varl's the
Varys.
white dude.
Varys? Not Varys. No.
It's
No.
the white dude. The white dude who's a drunk in the first one.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Val's the other guy. Oh, I forget his name. Yeah, because he's captured. He's in the I forget his name.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know who
so
you're talking about.
that character, the other character, the character you meet who teaches you how to play that little the mini game, like all of those characters ground
Aaron,
Aloy. Aaron, there we go. All of those characters
Aaron.
ground Aloy in such a way that pulls her back to humanity to make her not feel like she's completely just there to be built for a purpose. It's almost like an Ultron type situation. Like Ultron's built in a lab and figures out, well, crap, all I have is this one purpose. And then Vision is built out of that because of the connection to people that Vision has. And then one ends up destroying the other. Well, with Aloy, it's self-contained in one character.
I just think that her supporting.
Yeah, we're going right into this.
What I was going to say is I just think her supporting characters are so well done that compared to her.
They're supposed to be. That's all I'm going to say.
That's the whole point. Frog, you got to play the second game and come back.
I gotta finish it out.
They're demanding a super chat apology, but you don't have to do that. He has to finish the second game. Let him finish the game.
I gotta finish the second game.
We're gonna play some Final Fantasy. One of the things before we get off the Final Fantasy thing, yes, Frog derailed the podcast. He did. Well, it's all right.
I'm
It
so
is what it
sorry.
is. That's the grindhouse.
so
It is what it is. But one of the things too I wanted to talk to you two guys about is that the thing that we're seeing here with Final Fantasy is how much they're showing about the game and how much thought and consideration they're taking with the game itself and showing and in every instance of this is what PlayStation has been doing. They did it with Forspoken, they did it with Frog's favorite game Horizon. They're basically they're showing all the different aspects of the game and the care and that goes into it and making it seem so big and so massive and so much stuff to do. And they've been marketing this thing for a while now. This is where you see this. The seeds have been planted. This article here, all this stuff. And then you see what they're doing with Starfield. And Starfield is like hidden. Where are all the different, are they going to do one show? One show in June is going to have to capture all this marketing they've been doing for Final Fantasy 16 over months. Years since they announced the game. They've been showing more and more of the game, building it up. And what are they going to do? One showcase to rule them all? And for Starfield? Like, Starfield should have been doing this since last year. They should have been rolling out documentaries, showing combat, showing graphics. That's why everybody's, like, zooming in 200% over Todd Howard's shoulder to see some gameplay. That's not how a game should be shown. So what do you think? Do you think that that's just bad Xbox marketing? And they just don't want to do this, but like, why don't they do that with their games? And this Sony marketing train with Final Fantasy, it works because it takes all your doubt away. It shows things. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think that there's a concern with Starfield being hidden?
So here's
Concern
my
with
thought.
Starfield, yes. Yeah. There's some
Okay.
concern.
Yes,
But I'll let
there
you go
is
first. You
concern
go ahead.
with Starfield. Sorry, man. So
No,
there is
go
concern
ahead.
for Starfield, but let's not act like Square Enix didn't release 72 games last year and all but 70 or all but 2 of them were good. Like they released
Stranger
a
Paradise
crap
was.
ton of games last year
You
that all
never
came out
lied.
broken.
They were the kings of releasing stuff last year.
And they all came out broken. Valkyrie Elysium,
Yes.
Star Ocean Until the End of Time, Forspoken. I'm going to wrap that in because it was Q4 of the fiscal year. Then you have all
Crisis
of their
Core they
Switch
did too,
titles
right?
that
They
came
did
out.
Crisis Core?
Crisis Core
Yes,
came
they
out
did.
actually correct, but it came out broken on one of the other systems. I can't remember what it was, but on the PS5 it played correctly. But like they were bad last year. And that's going to be a future point for this podcast. I'm saving the future point for later. But for Final Fantasy, they have always, for their mainline series, have always hit the nail on the head. All their offshoots, even Final Fantasy VII Remake, if y'all remember when that game came out, I had it pre-ordered. When it came out, the textures on the doors and the sides of the buildings in Sector 7 in Sector 7 were junk.
Yeah.
And then they released that patch, and all of a sudden you could see
That's right.
that door wasn't metal; it was wood.
That. Yeah, remember when you're on the especially when you look down at the town, it looked like PS1 textures of the town, like when you're high up.
Bad. It was
yes, but all of their Final Fantasy mainline, the actual numbered series, always come out well done.
But you think that's why they're marketing this though, like to kind of redeem themselves? I don't think so. I think that
absolutely.
You think they're redeeming themselves?
Yes.
I think they definitely have something to prove. What he said, I didn't think about it until just now. I beat a lot of Square games because I beat Elysium. I beat a lot of games. Square they published and there were a lot of games they did last year. And he's right. Not all of them came out and were really well thought of. Like some of them were
but
just
they didn't market it like this. None of those games.
No. This game is really, really, really marketed. Like and I think that their number series, they always market them like this. Yeah, they have to.
It's their flagship.
I think it's they got to prove that hey, we're still the Final Fantasy maker.
Well, Josh says right here, he goes, Sony's paying for their advertising. And I wouldn't be surprised if Sony's putting the pressure saying, yo, we want because this is on the PlayStation blog. This is not no Square Enix. This is a PlayStation marketing tool right here. You know,
look, they have good history with them. I can't be mad at that. I mean,
like this, they're not posting this on Square Enix's website. Like this is on the PlayStation. It wasn't for them, like would Square or Capcom or a lot of these companies be around? So I can't be mad. Well, I'm not mad. One of the things I was saying is like actually talking about the marketing and the stuff. Like the other game that got this kind of like red carpet was Forspoken. And both of these games were exclusive games to PlayStation. So I do think that PlayStation's putting a lot of marketing and saying, hey, we're making this exclusive, so we're going to make sure we get every dollar's worth of our investment in your game on our platform, and we're going to market the hell out of it. Because those other games you mentioned, besides Final Fantasy VII Remake, like they really weren't, they were multiplats, and a lot of them really weren't marketed by Sony as a thing, right?
Valkyrie Elysium was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was only on PlayStation. I don't think it was
Valkyrie Elysium. What about Strangers in Paradise? Was that the year before?
Strangers in Paradise, that was multiplat. That was the year before, I think.
Oh, that was the year before.
That was the year before.
It was dog shit.
Yeah,
I beat it, and yes, it had a lot of technical issues.
That one,
but I did like most of the technical issues were the resolution. It just couldn't pick if it wanted to be a 4K or a 1080p game. That was the main thing with that game.
It was so slow.
Yes, it was very slow. I don't know if it had technical problems. That's the other thing too. Not you brought that. I don't know if it had technical problems because it was trying to hit so many different consoles instead of just focusing.
Look at this,
I think 16 would be okay just because they're.
Look at the jungle scene, dude, in this Final Fantasy 16. Like this is crazy. This guy just walking through this jungle, like, and then these pop up. Man, this. I'm telling you,
I don't think we're gonna have technical problems.
Dude, this is gonna. I can't believe how this game looks. This game looks pretty damn good. The scale of this game is going to be insane. I think that's going to be the big thing with the Icon battle.
And here's the other thing. You gotta realize too, there are a lot of big games coming out this year. They're competing against Zelda. No matter what people think
Zelda's
about
winning
it,
game of the year no matter what.
I mean, they got Zelda, they got Spider-Man too. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
I
know.
Have to compete against. So that marketing has to be really up there. And maybe this is the Final Fantasy that kind of, you know how Elden Ring was the Souls game that kind of broke the mold, where people who really didn't play Souls games started playing Souls games.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the game that people who really don't play Final Fantasy games are like, yo.
Yeah. Definitely,
I gotta play Final Fantasy games.
So
Here's the thing
too. You're talking about marketing a lot, right, Jez? Jim Ryan in that Famitsu interview talked about the power of Sony marketing helping them get these exclusive deals.
Yes,
so this
True.
right here is a showcase of their marketing ability, because let's see what happened. It's not open world, which traditionally Final Fantasies have been open world. It's not an ATB or it's not ATB or full turn based. And so that's a big shift from before. And there are so many people. I have 5 DMs right now that I can point to of people who have never played a Final Fantasy game going, hey, I'm getting this thing. It is, the hype has got me. I'm getting it. Several of them are in the chat right now. They messaged me dude, I saw that state of play. I gotta buy it. And this is what Sony is going to do. Hey guys, y'all see what we did for Final Fantasy, right? It sold 15 million in the first quarter. Y'all saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And boom, hey, bring your game over here. Bring your game over here. You see the multiplats they tried to do. It didn't work. And so I think that this is just really PlayStation flexing their muscle and saying, you know what? We've always punched above our weight class, and we're going to continue to do that with our marketing. And if you bring your game to us exclusively, we'll handle the marketing. All you have to do is worry about giving us the game.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're putting their money behind. But
I mean, those are some good points. Those are good points.
We're going to run through some more topics. The next one is going to be a brief one, but Xbox did another post about their partnering with Boosteroid. So Booster's in the chat. They do Boosteroid. Now next is Black Nuts. So who by the way, I didn't we had that incredible show. Shout out to Sick Humor came on, and we were talking about Black Nut Cloud. They have not gotten their partnership yet with them. I have not seen Black Nut. It's only been Boosteroid. And I can tell you right now that Black Nut is a fan of the Gaming Grindhouse because they tweeted at me. Where is it? Where are they? Dude,
I saw that shit. That was great.
Where I gotta find it. I don't know how they did that, but anyway, they a huge fan. Shout out to where is it? I'll be searching for it live here. Let's see. Where they are? Where are they? Did I don't even know if I bookmarked it for them. But they at the last show last week they said they were a fan. Wait, where is it? I got it. I have to where is it? But yeah, so they did Boosteroid. So Boosteroid now is getting Activision and Blizzard games, which made it sound like the Blizzard stuff is staying independent, or come on, one of those things. They're just they keep treating them not Activision Blizzard, but Bethesda games. They're like Xbox One Studio games or Xbox Studio games and Bethesda, which is pretty interesting that they're keeping them separate. But I guess they have to on that one. But it's just interesting that they keep classifying Bethesda as separate because I guess that Microsoft's the parent company in that whole thing. But I would love to see it. I think it's too far back. But they
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
All right, put it there.
Send it to you in Discord.
Yeah, send it in Discord because I wanted to show that to everybody because I'm trying to find it and I thought I bookmarked it, but I guess I didn't. Let me get to the Discord here. Where is it?
I'm working on it. Hang on.
All right, send it to the Discord. But yeah, so and it seems like this is what they're doing. Like they're kind of using this as kind of Xbox Wire marketing beats. And then I found this one that they did too. Phil came out of the woodwork here Xbox, the safety of our players is top priority. That's why we're releasing our second transparency report, highlighting our commitment to player protection. And Phil says investing in trust and safety is a top priority at Xbox. Today, we released our second transparency report, which continues to put clarity behind the work we do to protect our players. They're protecting you from good games. That's what they're protecting you from. And then the comments were hilarious.
That's not really true, though, because remember Phil said, even if we give you good games, that doesn't mean that it's,
Dude, I don't know. They, you go look at the comments. People are just like, our players, you got no players because you got no games.
Yeah.
You're always
and transparency. What the fuck are you going to talk about transparency when you've lied your ass off for 3 years?
I don't know.
You don't
what the
deliver
hell
your
about.
games. You can't be transparent because you won't tell us how many you've sold, how many subscribers
It's not
you have
that.
on console.
It's transparency about security and probably collecting your data. That's probably what the hell that transparency is.
Yeah, I get that, but I hate it when companies who lie try to act all honest in another area.
That's what they've been doing.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's
I don't
the
like
full mess. That's what they do. They basically, he pretends like kumbaya. He's all for gaming. Meanwhile, he hasn't released goddamn games. And they talk about the transparency, just like that show. He's like, he took it on the chin. He took it on the chin. He took it on the chin while he's been kicking us in the nuts. He took it in the chin. Where's my Black Nut tweet? Where is it? Thrifty, you're supposed to be on it.
It's in your DM. It's in your DM.
The DMs? I thought you said you sent it to Discord.
I did. It's in your direct message in Discord.
Dude, I hate Discord. Send the goddamn Twitter because I cannot.
What's going on?
Black Nut DMs.
We are live, and I can't
there.
find this.
It's right there. It's under Josh's message.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Josh has. Here it is. Sponsored. No, we're not sponsored. So you know what we talked about. Phil Spencer, you want transparent, you better go sign a deal with these nuts. That's what you got to do, Phil. The Gaming Grindhouse. I just said, here it is. This is last week's show, everybody. What a show. Thanks to SICK and the EU discussion and celebration for Black Nut Cloud to get CEO. They didn't get Call of Duty and Activision games. I was promoting for them to get it because they're called Black Nut. Family friendly. And Black Nut tweeted at me.
Activision.
Black Nuts. Tiara says Black Nuts and Jez DM. Damn pause. Black Nuts.
Whoa.
Oh. So Black Nut said to me, they go, glad you had a good laugh. To answer you, Black Nut Gaming is available across all Europe, North America, South Asia, and expanding fast. Oh, damn, pause. To Brazil, with unlimited access to 500 plus PC games to play on your own preferred device, TV, mobile, computers, tablets, and these nuts. That's what they said.
So basically, they told you Black Nut was global.
Yes, they said black nuts are everywhere, and then they told me to keep their damn black nuts out of my mouth. So they told me to stop talking about black nuts. They said, keep our black nuts out of your mouth. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
I'm glad you had a good look. Dude, they came looking for me because I didn't even at them. I just put Black Nut Cloud, but they didn't get Call of Duty. Phil needs a 10-year deal with the Black Nut. So, but they are a fan of the Gaming Grindhouse, sponsored by these nuts.
What are we really doing?
That's transparency fear right there. There it is. Uh-oh. Frog, he's okay. He's hanging in there.
Fucking right door stall.
Oh, damn. Frog compromised. It's wearing off. That Phil Ness is wearing off. It only has a half-life of about a few hours. But anyway, Phil Spencer talking to this thing. And, that leads us into this whole Starfield thing. And then we'll get into the VR. Then we get into predictions and the PlayStation Showcase. But I wanted to touch on this Starfield thing because our good friend, Mr. Cookie Monster himself, who am I talking about? Cookie Monster? Can anybody guess? Who's Cookie Monster? Who's Cookie Monster? Grinders, I'll put a little quiz out there for you. I'll give you some thinking music. We're talking about Cookie Monster. Ready? I'll give you some thinking music. Here we go. Who are we talking about, Grinders? Cookie Monster. Who is it? Or Betty Crocker. Maybe Betty Crocker's better. I don't see anybody. No, Microsoft's not the Cookie Monster. Also known as Betty Crocker, Mr. Are you ready? Are you ready? No, not Greenberg. Greenberg is catering. Greenberg catering. Get everything right, Mr. Let's see. There it is. Me first. Got it. Me right. Dustin Aguirre, Mr. Betty Crocker himself, making those cookies, wrote an article about Starfield being the last chance, the last grasp of air for Xbox. No, True Virgil, it's not Jim Ryan. God damn. Dustin Aguirre makes cookies. So he did this article. He got a lot of heat for it, which is very surprisingly because it makes you feel that people are not very confident in Starfield right now, and they don't like how Destin was putting all his eggs in the basket. And he got a lot of heat for this, and I think he had a chart here. Here it is. If Starfield falls short of greatness, will you still have faith in Xbox? We're gonna do this poll live, and then I'm gonna see the results. My blood runs green. I'll always support Xbox. True Virgil's response. Sign me, please. I will bend over. True Virgil, I know which one you're picking. We know what you're. We got that. That's why you hang out by the Herman Holtz. The second choice is, as long as Starfield is great, I'm behind Xbox. Third one says, too late. I've already lost faith. That might be the Grindhouse selection. Wanting Starfield to be great is a given, but I also want to see some other big games we've been promised. That was the one. Which one would you choose? I'm not going to say which one I chose. Frog, which one would you choose?
I'm done.
You're done. Out. Frog is cashed out.
Yeah.
There's
nothing I don't think they can do I don't think there's anything they can do to get me to buy any more of their hardware or software. I'm done.
Frog said
I've been really realistically. I was their last chance was Halo for me, Halo Infinite, and because I wasn't gonna buy.
That's a big
one. I was gonna buy a Series console.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That broke my spirit. I was like, "Yep, I'm done."
Oh my god,
dude! Thrifty got swapped out for Link. What's up, Link? How you doing?
What's up?
Link, which one would you choose?
What would I choose? What's the options?
All right. My blood. Well, I know you're not going to pick the first one. If Starfield falls short of greatness, will you still have faith in Xbox? The first one is my blood runs green. I'll always support.
Okay.
The second one, I know you're not choosing that one. As long as Starfield is great, I'm behind Xbox. Third one is too late. I've already lost faith. And the fourth one, wanting Starfield to be great is a given, but I want to see some more big games that have been promised.
I don't give a shit about no Starfield.
All right, so you're 3 as well.
3, I mean, fuck Starfield. I done lost faith. They're really, I don't think they can restore faith in me. You know what I mean? So this would be my last generation on the Xbox console, and that's it. You know,
there it is. Let's answer it and see what the results are. Grinders, look at this. So they picked. Wow, that is pretty crazy. So this is IGN, Dustin Aguirre, who has pretty much an Xbox following there. The results here with over just about 13,000 votes, 16.9% say my blood runs green. Number 2 says, as long as Starfield is great, I'm behind Xbox, 9%. That's where you got a lot of the hate. The third one, too late, I've already lost faith, 28%. Wow, that's pretty damn high. And then the big one, 45, the winner, 45%, wanting Starfield to be great is a given, but I also want to see the other big games that were promised. And I think that's definitely the most reasonable one. Like I want Starfield to be good.
That's the most reasonable one, but I think that some people like myself and Link who were like, yo, we would like to own all the consoles and play all the great games, but we're just not getting it from one of them.
Yeah.
You know, Nintendo's giving me great games and PlayStation's giving me great, but man, Xbox is just failing on all accords. Like every game they come out with, and I can blame it on Game Pass, sure.
It is it's self-inflicted.
It's Game Pass, but it's more than Game Pass. I feel it's more than game. I feel like they have some kind of management problem over there.
Yeah,
they're like they can't get what group of like Like, they can't get their shit together where they say, okay, look, this needs to be this. Phil Spencer said it all when he said, hey, some of our games are going to be 6, and they're going to be between just 6 and 8. So they have that already in mind. Their mentality, a 6 and 8 is what they're releasing.
Mentality of mediocrity.
Exactly. That's it. So they already know they're going to be mediocre no matter what. So as long as we release between a 6 and 8, we're happy.
Yeah, and I think too, like the way they wrote the articles, he compared it all to these PlayStation games. We could list them all: Ragnarok, Last of Us, and Kena, and Final Fantasy VII, and all that other stuff, and going like highlighting about the other games like Ghostwire Tokyo.
You're
and
my number one
again,
customer.
throwing Hi-Fi Rush in there because why not? They got to have something because they had not. If they don't count Hi-Fi Rush, they really had 0 until.
Hi-Fi Rush, the sleeper hit that really nobody knows about. It didn't sell well.
It's
like,
all right.
I just think that's such a
one and done.
That's such a that's a slap in the face.
They aren't even playing it. They aren't even playing it. So.
That's the reason why it's a slap in the face. Like we know Stray is coming to the Xbox, and who want to bet if that game is not a Game Pass, bro? Exactly. If it's not a Game Pass, they're not touching it. They're not talking about it. The only reason they're going to talk about it is be like, hey, well, Sony had an exclusive, now it's multi-platform.
Well, do you think
it's a talking point?
Let me ask you: do you think that is Starfield the thing that's going to like? If Starfield comes out and Phil even said no, but like, what do you think? Do you think Starfield will change if it really is that great?
No, it won't
change the needle.
I think no, but I don't think it will. But what I will say is, I want Starfield to be highly rated. I want it to be a great game, so at least we can say, damn, this is a good game, and we're happy. I really want the game to be great. I like Bethesda's, like Fallouts, and I like Elder Scrolls. I like all that kind of shit, right? So this is a game I really, really, really like. I think it's their last chance. I think it's their last hurrah. Yeah, they can't get it right. I think that the damage is done, and you never will see them have any kind of glory again. See, I think this game needs to be amazing.
That's what he was saying, but I would disagree. I think that they have dug themselves in such a hole that if this game was great, that will be a surprise. Like, I think the expectation is that this game is going to be sucky. Like, I think the expectation
I want this game. You know what? I'm honest with you, Jazz.
But the Microsoft has such a bad track record right now that the expectation is this game is not going to be good. And there's going to be a lot of issues.
Game to be,
I would love for it to be good, but I'm saying
yes.
I wouldn't put hope in them because if they, and I said this before, the other thing is that they allowed what happened to Halo, their biggest franchise. If they allowed Halo to fall from grace the way they did, everything is doomed. That's what I felt. I felt that if they did not, Halo should have been the exception. We cannot fail Halo, and they failed it. And if they're going to fail their baby, they're going to fail everything else. So I can't see them putting Starfield on a higher level than Halo to make this something better than what Halo was. It's not.
I can because I think they aborted that baby. They never wanted that baby in the place like that it is. Halo Infinite and what they had and what they were going to be, I think they wanted to kill that franchise, and they're done with it. I think they want to move on to something else. And I even think, and I've said it before, I even think at this point they may reboot that whole series just to save face. That's what they have to do, and I think that's what they need to do. I think Starfield is still going to come out, and it's going to be in a conversation. We're going to be in a conversation saying, "Damn, how is this in the conversation for Game of the Year?" I still think it is. I still think it is. I think it firmly sits there. No matter the bugs and problems we have with it,
ain't gonna. Hell no, that shit.
It's gonna sit in the. I'm telling you, it's gonna sit in the mid to high 80s.
The next thing. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you the next thing. With True Witty, Phil wanted black nuts for 10 years. Pause. That's right.
What the hell?
He wanted. He did take it on the chin. Oh damn, we're going wild now. But Frogs is saying, Josh has said it too. And that goes to the other thing that came out where this manipulation of scoring, where Xbox just can't win. Here, we're going to listen to it right here from Xbox the Ocho.
Yep. But in the end, it doesn't matter if Starfield's great.
Here it is.
I'm already convinced that no one wants to give Starfield high review scores. I think they want to give it 8s, 8.5, 7, 7.5, so they can then create more content after that to say how Xbox sucks again, because Starfield wasn't a 10 out of 10.
It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's
and not only that, as we've since discovered, even if they give Starfield 9s and 10s, Xbox is still doomed. Look at Halo. Halo on a certain big name site got 9 out of 10, but still sucks as a game.
Yep.
So this is why we say it doesn't matter what they do, and why Phil finally has realized it doesn't matter what they do. So just become the evil bastards they want you to be. Because
I'm inclined to agree.
If Microsoft become the evil bastards, right? So here's my secret hope. And this isn't a secret hope that's coming from a place of games, because I don't care about ABK's games. This is coming from a secret hope as a Xbox content creator that's just kind of drained now. I'm becoming mentally drained of all this. I want Microsoft to just become the evil pricks and go, ha ha ha, we've pushed the deal through, and yeah, okay, Jez, whatever, Jez.
That's bootleg Jez he's talking to.
This is the advantage of being the guy that gets the info.
That is some trash. Actually, I know what? I don't even think that deserves the clown music. I think that deserves this one. And there was one word in there, a few words in there that really should grind the gears of everybody. Right? And I know Frog and Link can hear it. I'm going to tell you what it is. As an Xbox content creator. That's a different world. That's not a gamer.
See, that's that bullshit, right?
That's that bullshit. That's right. That's not that's no gamer. Just like you said, I don't care about Activision games, but I just wanted to go through. Just why? So they be the pricks? Dude, they have been pricks. They've just been pricks to you. That's why you feel that way. Because they've been pricking you. They been
want those
pricks.
super chats.
No, they want their super chats and shit, but I'm talking about Microsoft has been being a prick to you, the Xbox gamer. You want them to be pricks? They already did it. They've been that way. They've given you shit. They said, here's Halo. Eat it up. Bootleg Joel. Find out his name at the end. What a story. They said, we're not doing co-op. We're not doing split screen. Say my name. What's your name? It's Fernando. That's some grade A writing bullshit right there. They've been pricks, dude. They've been pricks to the gamer, to you. That's why you feel that way. That's why you're so frustrated. You're so drained, because they've been pricking you left and right. Because they've been dicks to you, the gamer, the fool that sits there and says, I'm going to celebrate Xbox. And they're probably sitting back there, Booty's probably cracking jokes about you, going, these guys think we got shit we're working on. Let them go out there. These guys are crazy. That's what Microsoft and Phil Spencer sitting back there. They probably go back and they look at each other and go, you believe how excited those idiots are? We showed them shit. We showed them nothing. But they're loving me. They're grabbing my ass. They're taking pictures. They want my signature.
Why did it just sound like Pinocchio from Shrek? I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy. Oh boy. That's what he says. It's probably like the same way Mickey Mouse feels when he goes out there and he wears his costume. He goes, oh boy, those little kids love me. They think I'm real. Oh boy. And like they think that he's real. And he goes back. He goes, those kids think I'm real. I'm just in a costume. They probably can't believe that they still have people that are diehard Xbox fans loving them, going out to their rooftop parties. They're like, we haven't given you shit for years, dude. We've been telling you. We make an Xbox console owner get excited that we signed a deal with Boosteroid Cloud in friggin' Europe. We get an Xbox fan excited. The guy who played Halo bleeds green. He got a wall of Xbox controllers. He's on Twitter celebrating that we're bringing games to Samsung TVs. Dude, you're the joke. You're the clown. You're the one they've been being a prick to. They've been selling you consoles left and right saying we're going to win. Meanwhile, in the back, they're like, shit, we ain't winning shit. But I'm going to go out there and tell them we're going to win. You're the clown. You're the one. You want them to be pricks to who? To us, the people that are playing games and having fun everywhere else because somebody's shitting in on your bed? Like, you're the guy. I'm sitting there with an Xbox controller. Frog, imagine if you're sitting there with a PlayStation controller and Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan comes out there and he goes, we're putting games on LG TVs. And you're just like,
yeah, that would be very confusing.
But now I got to come on a show and pretend that I'm excited. Well, that means more gamers for us. What does that mean?
Especially when you're not releasing quality games. That would be very confusing.
Nobody's playing
different if you're like,
Redfall,
damn.
dude. You can put Redfall's everywhere. On iPads and shit. Nobody's playing it.
Yeah, I played it in the cloud, and I was like, this shit is ass.
They have been
pricks. But you know what, Jez?
You.
I think that's what they want. They want you to do exactly what I did, to say, hey, I really don't fucking care about Xbox anymore. Let me try this shit out in the cloud. Only thing is, I'm not there anymore. Then go back and
understand as a gamer.
Try it again.
But Frog, as an Xbox content creator,
but
with that dude was saying, like, he wants them to like, he don't care about Activision games, but he wants them to buy it for them to be a prick. Meanwhile, he's drained because they've given you Redfall and then declaring that, the review is there's no way Microsoft's going to win. They give out 9s and the game sucks. They give out 8s and they give out 6s and they're going to say Xbox sucks in quality. There's no way to win
they
for
give out
Xbox.
9s because they pander to them and they don't tell the truth. That's the bullshit problem.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now.
That's a them problem.
The game is shaping up to look like a mediocre game because they haven't shown anything. And if they had something to show, they would have been screaming from the rooftops. Instead,
Jez,
one show, dude. One show they got.
What did Sony and Square do today with the Final Fantasy 16?
I just did it. Exactly. They broke it down, showing the environment, the combat.
Yeah.
Boom.
Are they going to show Starfield off like this?
I think they said they are after they said they had 2 shows. They said they had one big show in June and then after.
No. You're talking about something totally different. I'm saying, are they going to let people preview the game?
No.
Preview the game.
No.
Like you're saying, because there's a demo and all this. No, you're not previewing that game. The preview is going to be the launch date.
Whenever it comes out, it comes out. Yeah. Or maybe they release it. They say we're releasing it now in early access. That's what they do. You know, Microsoft is really famous for doing. No, I don't think so either. But they're really famous for releasing broken shit and then letting you fix it. And because they did it with Grounded. They did it with what's the other game?
Starfield's coming in hot. Starfield's coming in with content that they're gonna put in over time. Definitely.
Yes. I totally agree with that.
It is not.
Just look at Sea of Thieves, look at Grounded, look at all the stuff they've been releasing. It's all come out the same way.
Like, it's just, if you look at
hold on, my dogs are
the Grindhounds, get them. You know, if you look and what's up, Sick? How you doing, man? We'll get you on here. But I just want to put this out there here with this thing. So they're already trying to. I think everybody, the media right now, is trying to groom their review scores. They're trying to groom the thing, and I think a lot of it is moving towards they're going to lean into the favorability aspect with Starfield. I feel just like they did it with Halo. They trusted them to put that content in, and they gave extra high scores, going, well, it's starting, and it will just be more. It'll be better in a few months when they add co-op, and meanwhile that turned into over a year. They lied right to their face. I think right now people are downplaying Starfield, and they're doing that so that when they can review it, they're going to be like, oh, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm giving this an 8 because they're going in it with like low expectations rather than going in to high expectations, which this should be, because this is the $7 billion game that Phil saw when he signed up with Bethesda. He was all ready to go, and this is Todd Howard's baby, been working on it for a decade right now. This should be hyped up. Final Fantasy, we found out after we knew Starfield existed, and there's more hype with Final Fantasy 16 than there is with Starfield, which has been in development forever. So tell me also how Todd Howard used to market Fallout, coming out bomber jacket, ready to rock, 3 months release, ready to like throw all the combat, showing you everything, and now they're hiding him away like a little weasel and going to do some pre-recorded shit of him walking slowly down a hallway and everybody eating lunch at the goddamn Bethesda with guys playing and smiling and pretending they're having fun develop this trash. That's what that showcase is going to be. But what do you think? Do you think that they're grooming people right now? Like they're trying to get ready like, oh, Starfield was a pleasant surprise. It's almost like how Hi-Fi Rush was like, it's pleasantly surprising. Do you think that's what they're trying to do right now? Just put it out there. Anybody sick, do you think?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, shit.
The reason why it doesn't
It
matter.
won't matter. It don't matter.
It's the same thing that I told you guys at the beginning of this generation. You can hype up trash all you want, but now you're going to have to wait forever for anything to deliver. And the ultimate thing is Xbox has been a disappointment out the gate. It was so bad in the beginning, they weren't even arguing games, dude. They were arguing features. Features.
True. Quick resume.
Come on, dude. You got PlayStation out here dropping bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb, and they wonder why people are in a rush to pick up a PlayStation. Because PlayStation has already showed their commitment to providing quality games. Xbox can't get their foot off the ground because nobody trusts what the fuck Xbox has going on at this point. Not even their constituents, bro. Not even their fucking fan base, dog. They don't really believe the shit. They're just hoping on and wishing on a prayer at this point. That's how bad it's gotten. But that's what happens when you try to overhype and underdeliver. Because that's what they've been doing this entire generation. Oh, it's a 12 teraflop beast.
And last gen,
Holy
too.
shit. Why is the PS5 kicking its
they
ass? You know what I'm saying? It's like they can't get a W nowhere. Dog, you can't get a W with the online functionality, networking and shit. You can't get a W with the games. You can't get a W with the services. You can't get a W anywhere. People ain't even, dog, if you've noticed, you've stopped hearing the walking advertisements for fucking Game Pass.
Yes.
Because there's nothing there. There is nothing there. Dog, and how long you going to be able to tell me, hey, man, dude, it's only going to get better, man. It's only going to get better, man. Just wait,
dude.
Just wait, bro. Just wait. It's going to get
You
better.
know what, Sick, you got a good point because I remember when going into the Xbox One generation from the 360, Xbox Live was the talk. When PlayStation came out with their service to compete, it was like, okay, we're on par with you. Nobody talked about Xbox Live. Then, everything, it's kind of like, you know what, you're right. Because I remember, and a lot of people forget this, PlayStation wasn't the dominant online leader. It was Xbox. But then when PS4 came out and they said, we have a platform service to compete directly with Xbox Live, we have every feature that the 360 had. It was like, okay, we're hand in hand, the same as you. And, by the way, we're giving these games out and these games. And Microsoft had to answer back to that. And they said, well, we're going to give old games out too. We're going to give. And I think what happened is you're right. I think the conversation changed from Xbox Live and Xbox to, hey, the competition has the same thing as you. So why are you special? And
Dude, I literally.
Let
me tell you why I really know that was reinforced, right? I'm not sure if any of y'all watch Hard 8.
Yeah.
I was listening to AGS this Sunday, right? Like I don't normally watch them. I haven't watched it in a long ass time, but somebody retweeted on my timeline. I'm like, you know what? Let me go and listen in. Everybody hyped about the PlayStation Showcase. Let me see what they got to say, right? Man, there was this dude, bro. I thought that I don't know where these new Xbox keep coming from, bro, but it's some dude named Savage Main or something.
Oh man, he crazy. He's an unhinged bot.
That nigga,
that dude is
out
crazy.
of here,
He's
bro.
an unhinged bot. Oh no,
that dude.
I don't know who that
crazy.
is.
Bro, I've never heard so much ridiculous shit. Like it's so crazy, right? I'm not turning this into
a Jim J. He needs a Jim J headlock. That's what he needs.
I'm not even turning this to an AGS review, but this man said, "Oh, the PlayStation guys are just as bad as the Xbox guys." Hard 8 said, "Just find me a tweet. Find me something that shows me that these niggas is great." Oh man, you playing like you don't know, man. You already know what I'm saying is the truth. Just find me the tweets. I can find you a million tweets of these crazy Xbox dudes. Just find me a tweet. Dog, the entire show, the man never found a cheat. He mentioned J Dub. And I'm like, dog, you don't understand this man be trolling y'all, bruh. This man play more Xbox than most of you niggas.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the craziest part about it. But he don't understand that the entire time he's being trolled. He's like, man, you don't see what he be saying. Instead of talking about PlayStation, he be talking about Xbox. And I'm like, dog, Xbox is the goddamn fucking, it's the soccer ball of the gaming community, dog. Everybody is just here to kick it. We just kicking it while it's down, dog. Like, we are here to beat that dead horse. You know why? Because it's y'all fault that Xbox is in this position. You're never supposed to let a company get to the point where they can tell you what you need and what you want in gaming.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Agreed. And they won't, and their fan base
My
won't tell
bad,
them the truth. They keep
Jazz.
telling them they're doing. Their fan base won't tell them the truth. They won't tell them
Nah, man,
that they're
that's
not
true.
doing good, and
They
they keep
won't. They
supporting
won't.
bull crap.
Nah.
They won't.
They look.
That's
You know
why
what?
they're in the predicament they are.
Oh, damn. My
Well,
phone
the crusade they on now is, Sony ain't got the one first party game. Y'all ain't got no game, nothing to play on PlayStation.
Dude.
They
After that
dudes
Phil
are so
Spencer
delusional.
interview, dude, I think that broke a lot of hearts. That Phil, he said it was gonna piss off a lot of people.
That interview solidified everything that podcasts, like when
Yes.
Sick Humor goes
All
on
of us
there,
saying that stuff.
and,
He said
and
it.
all these guys, everybody from King Thrash, it solidifies everything that people say. It's not that we trashing on you guys, it's that Phil Spencer himself, the head of you guys' company, is telling you we can't compete, and you're going to get a solid 6 or 8 game between that. That's all you should expect from us.
That's what he said.
But
they said
you that.
They said you got to read between the lines. You're not.
Nah,
they said you got to
read
interpret
between the lines.
You got to interpret what Phil is saying.
Yeah, how do you read between the lines? Dude, how do you read between the lines with this thing right here?
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true.
How do you read the
We're
between these
focused
lines?
more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console
Come
race.
on, man.
And it doesn't really lay into the reality.
Meanwhile, the same fool was saying this.
Build a great Project Scarlet. I want people to feel like they can have amazing console experiences they've never seen before, and that they've got the best lineup of content and services of any platform out there. And we're totally focused on that. And I know we have other things going with like coming to PC and xCloud, but I'll say that being a leader in console is something that the team is committed to doing. And we're not building this program to try to aim for second place. We were going to build it aiming for first place, and that's what I want to hit.
Dude, he was talking about Project Scarlet. He was talking about the Xbox Series X. That's what he was talking about. That was leading up.
Here's the problem, Phil. Here's the problem, Phil. And I hope Phil hears this somehow.
Yeah, he should.
I hope he's. Let me tell you something, Phil.
Read between the lines.
Blowing smoke up people's ass for fucking 10 years, that's not going to get it done, buddy. That's not. You have to show and prove. You see how when PlayStation dropped, they weren't worried about COVID and they weren't worried about this, that, and the third. You know what they did? They went to their studios. They said, hey, what can we do to help you guys get the job done? You know what I mean? They worked together. They got it done. At release, we had games that we could literally be proud of, dog. Like Miles Morales, Demon Souls. We coming out the gates. They coming out the gate swinging, making sure we have next gen games. They didn't even give y'all a next gen controller.
Exactly. They gave a share button. They gave you nothing.
The hell? Like, you still feel like you're in the old Xbox generation, and you know what?
And
that is so
all
true.
they were offering
That is
was
true.
old Xbox games.
That's
so
right.
why create a new controller when all we're gonna give you is shit that you played in this previous generation?
Exactly, and he's going on that thing going, we were really serious about the console. We don't want to come into second place. We want to win this thing. Dude, and then when they asked him the question at that stupid ass friggin' interview, he goes like this. He goes, we're doing something totally different. We're doing something so, like, where were you with that energy back when you were promoting the Xbox, the Series X? Exactly. You were saying you want to win this, coming in second. You suck at all those people. This guy, you suck at all these guys to buy it, and now to come in and be like, we're doing something totally different. It's like, dude, where were you? You should have said that right here. Like, why were you hyping up Scarlet? Because you had to. You should have said, hey, we don't care if you buy the console or not. Like, Scarlet, we don't care. No, he said we want to win this.
Dude, where's the tools? Where is the
tools
that they let people run around talking about? They let these people run around for months and months and months, and now it's turned to years. Oh, the tools are coming.
No,
It's
I'm
gonna
telling
get
you.
better. It's gonna get better. And I'm like, dog, if y'all ain't the dumbest motherfuckers out here, you have actual developers that have to use this shit. That's literally telling you it is trash. And the combination of the super trash last gen ass Xbox Series S, don't tell me that shit is next gen. That shit is not next gen, bro. That shit is
and
last
you know what?
gen.
That's another part of their problem. That Series S is a big hindrance on them.
Yeah,
And
but who made them do it? Who made them do it?
They did it, and then the consumers they backed them up by buying that cheap
No,
ass
they didn't.
console. Saying
No, they didn't.
No,
No, they
I'm
didn't.
gonna tell you why they did. I'm gonna tell you why they did. They did because they had somebody come out and say, "Hey, this Series S is gonna basically be as powerful as a PS5 on the same level." I know you remember somebody in their corporation said that.
No.
These dumbasses believed it.
That guy doesn't even work for the corporation no more. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay.
I know exactly.
Was that
why would y'all believe that?
Nah, it wasn't Mike Ybarra. It was God, what is his name?
The other
dude?
guy.
So it's there. I think it started with an M. Oh my God, what is his name, bro? He used to work for Xbox.
Yes. And his dumb ass said that stupid crap like, "Oh, the Series S, with the process is going to be basically
the guy
as
that
powerful as
left.
a PS5."
Oh, what the hell's his name?
I can't even remember his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about. I promise you.
They're dumb as hell for even thinking that statement was going to be true.
No.
It's not Aaron Greenberg. It was the other guy who left.
No.
No.
Oh no, it wasn't Aaron Greenberg.
No, I know who it is.
If you say the name, I'll definitely know it. Somebody in the chat knows.
Albert Pinello. There it is. Thank you, Ribbit.
Pinello.
There you go.
Yeah, he was also the one that was saying at the Xbox One launch that it's not a race, it's a marathon. And we're gonna be pulling power out of the Xbox One. Dude, they've been talking bullshit since the Xbox One. And the thing is that the tools are here. The tools have always been here. You know what the tools are? The Xbox content creators. The tools are here. There they are, the tools. That's who they're using. They're using you out there promoting their brand when they ain't giving you shit to be excited about. That's why you're so drained. That's why you can't figure where your place is, because you dedicated your brand to a brand that has not provided you anything worth getting excited about. And you don't have that passion anymore. That's why you're coming up with all these hokey dokey schemes going like, well, they're going to give Starfield a positive. Any which way Xbox is going to lose. They're reading too much of those court documents about how Xbox sucks all the time.
Oh, no! We suck again!
They're reading too much about that. They're like, well, if Starfield gets a 9, it's still going to suck. And then if Starfield gets a 6, then it's still going to suck. We suck.
But here's the problem with that. If it does suck, you're never going to say it sucks. You're going to try to ride it no matter what.
Oh, they will.
They did the same thing with Redfall.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Redfall, and Redfall got like 150 something players on Steam, bro.
Dude.
And I hate to even use Steam as a metric, but what else are you gonna use as a metric?
They gotta play it because that's their. He said it right there. He's not saying as a gamer, because we speak as a gamer. He's speaking as an Xbox content creator. So they gotta sit there and they gotta go through one of the Grindhouse hits. Tears of a Clown, Tracks of My Tears, sitting there smiling, crying inside. It's great with friends. And meanwhile, they go cry in the corner. But you go suffer through Redfall and say it's great with friends, got 40 hours in that trash. You have all that time to waste. Guess what? I got some lawns to mow and shit. You could dig up my friggin' lawn or something. You want to waste some time. You want to sit there and waste your life away playing trash because you feel like you got to play it with a big smile on your face going, it's wonderful. It feels good. It's a game. Pass. You do that with yourself. I don't have time for that. But if that's what I mean, as a content creator, it's a tough struggle, because as a gamer, you should review it as, because that's how you should do a channel. I'll give you advice to all the grinders in here. You want to do a channel? You do a channel like us, like Sick, like Thrash, like Salt. Like you do a channel where you're passionate about something you feel about. Because guess what? Nobody can tell you how you feel about something. But you don't cap because you're going to get some free shit. Oh, they flew me out to go play Redfall. It's wonderful. And then it comes out sucky and he goes, oh, yeah, it sucks. Colt Eastwood. There's the tool right there. The tool's been there all the time. He's a tool.
The problem with that, Jez, is that you have to understand, and I realized this a long time ago. I'm not trying to say like I can see the future or nothing, but I realized a long time ago that when it comes to Xbox gamers, it been stopped being about games. You know how I knew it wasn't about games, and you can ask Link this. I used to tell Link all the time. I said, Link, look at how the narrative changes based on what happens. When they thought the Xbox was going to be the most powerful console, they're like, "Oh, I'm getting an Xbox because I want my third-party multi-plat games to be the best."
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And as soon as they found out that wasn't the case, oh well, I got an Xbox because
You're my
that's
number
what
one
my friends
customer.
are. I'm like, dog, that means there is no reason for you to have an Xbox. You were gonna get one regardless, and you were gonna change the narrative to fit whatever BS it was that you wanted it to fit at that particular time. Stop trying to play like you are some sort of a neutral gamer who looks at things objectively. That's not that's not what's going on at all, and we can all see it. The problem is that now Microsoft's skirt has literally been pulled up, man.
Yeah.
Like everybody can see
People are at their wits'
all
end.
the imperfections. They can see all the imperfections now. Now you can't hide the scars.
The doom and
Now
gloom
the
is
scars
here.
are it's right in your face. And now you can't blame anybody else because you always have to think to yourself, why is it that PlayStation can get these games out the door? Why is it that Nintendo can get these games out the door? Why is it that third-party developers can get these games out the door, but somehow, some way, Microsoft always has an excuse as to why they can't get us any games?
Exactly. And Kali Yuga said Xbox era, the Ocho, out here crying. Yeah, they were crying in this thing, and I think it was such a bad take on them. And you know, this whole Starfield thing is really what's funny is that if you remember, and I brought this up, like last year when Starfield hype died when they showed the game, which is pretty crazy because like everybody was hyped up for Starfield until they showed it at last year's E3 thing, whatever Xbox showcase, and once they showed it, nobody talked about Starfield anymore until it got delayed.
It was so bad that Colt Eastwood was literally making 60 FPS.
Yes, he was like, "This is how it would look." Yeah,
I'm like, dude, what the hell? Why? Why do you have to go out of your way as a consumer to do this?
Well, he did it with Redfall. When he went out there to Redfall, played it in March, came back capping for it, then that bad IGN gameplay was there, and then he put together a sizzle reel showing how punchy the game could be. Then the game gets announced at 30 frames at launch, and he starts trashing on it. It's like, dude, you were hyping this whole thing up. It's not that you played it again, but now you're trashing on it and going, this game's horrible and all this stuff. You played it.
It was the same thing with Paris, but in reverse. He went out there, played the game. He had his bad take on it. As soon as Phil Spitzer got on stage, now all of a sudden he understands why this is this and that.
I understand. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, he understands taking $70. He understands charging people. Like as a representative of consumers and stuff like that, if a corporation's asking you for money for a product and that product's not worth the damn and they knew it wasn't worth that thing, that shouldn't be, I understand you. You don't understand. See, Microsoft has done this because they have taken the big conglomerate of evil, bad Microsoft, like you said, being pricks. Well, how can Microsoft be pricks when they put out Mickey Mouse, a friendly character? Mr. Phil Ness Spencer, big ears, bushy-tailed, signing people. How can you be so evil when you have Mickey Mouse? Oh boy, coming out there and with a guy named Booty. His name's not Shithead. His name is Booty. It's nice. It's family friendly. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. You know what? They got friendly names. Booty, Phil Ness Mouse. Like they come out there like Disney characters for a breakfast signing. How can they be big bad Microsoft? See, the problem is that they replaced Microsoft with this figurehead who goes around singing Kumbaya and roasting marshmallows. And I believe this guy, maybe he would do something if he had his own stuff, but whatever he's doing for Microsoft, it doesn't jive. You know, what he wants, and maybe I'll give an excuse for Phil here. Maybe he wants all this stuff. He should go start his own goddamn company and be Phil Ness, call it the Roast and Firehouse or whatever that, Roast and Marshmallows developer. That's what Phil Spencer should do because he obviously has a different vision than what Microsoft has because he's talking out of one side of his mouth And Satya wants the cloud. And Phil is out there doing whatever he does. But that's why he looks like a fool.
You know what's so crazy about that too is the fact that I was telling people long ago, all of this stuff that y'all see them doing, they were only doing it to buy themselves some time. That's it. They were doing it to buy themselves some time. All of this, oh, we play together shit, it's because they saw more and more games were just basically skipping their platform.
Yeah.
So if we can get this crossplay stuff in there, we can make a case for ourselves about how everybody can play games everywhere. Because it's only we all play everywhere when it's something that isn't originally on Xbox, right? or something that they don't own.
Yeah. That completely counted his other thing too, where he was saying, like, you build your library and people are playing Fortnite and Minecraft. And I said this before. It's like those are cross-play games. Somebody could easily migrate platforms if there were better games on another platform and bring Fortnite
You're my number one customer
and Minecraft with them. So your whole justification that people built their libraries, first off, you had backwards compatibility. So the Xbox library was natively bigger than a PlayStation one because you had all those old games you supported and brought back.
Much, and no, they actually didn't have more backwards compatible games.
But
They had
but
less
yeah, to stream.
actual. They had less actual Xbox One games, and they only had a few Xbox 360 and Xbox OG games.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying versus PlayStation, who didn't have PlayStation 3s.
No, they didn't have PlayStation 3s, but they overall had way more backwards compatible games. I think they had like 5,000 or something. And when you totaled up Xboxes, their shit was like around 3,000-4,000 or something.
But
like
they
that.
they made a big marketing
They had 25% of the 360 library.
But they did a big marketing beat.
28%.
Whereas the games that you purchased, see what they tried to do was pull over people from the 360 who bought digitally, which wasn't too much because it was just the start of it. But this whole library,
that's true.
You have this library, or you have all this physical games from last gen. You have like they made you kind of have instant library with the backwards compatibility. Well, not instant, but like you would have this backwards compatibility. You would have a bigger digital library as they were biding time, like Six said, of putting out Xbox One games. They weren't putting out the new stuff. They were telling you to play your old stuff. But they were using the old library as a way to keep you locked into the Xbox ecosystem, not new games. See, while that was happening, Sony was dropping new games to keep people invested into the PlayStation ecosystem. But, you know...
Do y'all remember when people was begging Sony to PlayStation 4 controllers work on the PS5 games? I'm like,
oh, man. Oh, my God. Twisted Sick with the 5. He goes, you want to know what's hilarious? No Man's Sky can fly off planets without a cutscene. People say Starfield is next gen and can't even do that. True, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, that's the big challenge that Starfield has, and I think it's crazy that it's getting all this pressure. Todd Howard's going to come out. He's going to look like G.I. Jane. He's going to shave his Ronald McDonald, his Uber driver hair that he has. He's going to be, man, he's going to be shaved to the dude. He's going to come out, dude. He's going to look drained. His leather jacket's going to have all tears in it, and being like, yeah, man, the pressure that this game has, and I'm seeing this too. Because now it's owned by Microsoft, and what Phil said about Redfall, like there's a different expectation. Like Bethesda, this game is a representation of Xbox, and everybody's trying to teeter right now, going, well, if this game is good, do we celebrate that Xbox did a great job? If this game is bad, do we bash Xbox? Like everybody's kind of teetering, like how they're gonna fall on this thing. Is it all Xbox's fault? Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, before anything happens, it's all Xbox's fault because their management has sucked, and it's not only with Starfield, if that's true, it's with everything. It's systemic. It happened with Halo, it happened with Crackdown, it happened with Redfall. Whatever Microsoft is doing, they're not doing a good job, and it's the management. Look at the initiative. There is a systemic issue with the management at Microsoft. There's even people coming out and saying that there's issues with it. That's the problem. It's not so like whatever goes on with this game, it's the management. And that's what it is. So, like, you know, you could say it's all Bethesda and not Microsoft. Say what you want, but the thing is that this game is not going to change anything because I don't see Starfield as an Xbox game. And that's the problem that and that's why I think Dustin, Mr. Cookie Monster himself, people really didn't believe, get in there because I don't think Xbox fans see Starfield. They just like it for their list wars on Twitter. But I don't think they see Starfield as an Xbox game because they don't know what it is. They don't know if if it was an incredible game, they would jump behind it saying, yes, it's an Xbox game. But because there's so much uncertainty with Starfield, especially after Redfall, I feel that they're kind of not associating it. But I don't even associate it. It is a PC modders game. It's going to be a Steam seller. That's what it is. It's not going to move consoles. And maybe people will subscribe to check it out. But hell, if Halo could not change the perception of Game Pass and what Game Pass meant for Xbox, Starfield's not going to do it. If Halo could not change the game, nothing ever will. There's nothing ever there with the prowess, the years, the investment, the identity as Halo. People still just say Halo sucks or Halo this. You don't understand how much damage was done with Halo Infinite. There's nothing at that level for Microsoft. They have no identity. And Starfield's not going to do anything. Maybe Starfield 2 or 3. Right? This is a new IP. It would have been better coming out with Elder Scrolls 6 now rather than Starfield. But I just like, and that's the thing, just to go with that super chat, I went on a rant. But about the super chat thing, like No Man's Sky is going to be compared. I think No Man's Sky gets a bump in sales and acknowledgement when Starfield releases because that's the immediate thing people are going to compare it to. And they're going to show what you can do. They already did it last year, but they're going to show you what you can do and what you can't do.
You know what the initial problem was that entire time is the fact that they overhyped Starfield. If they had not overhyped Starfield, then Starfield wouldn't have as much pressure as it has now.
Yeah.
But see, that's Xbox's MO. Overhype and underdeliver, and then false promises. So overhype, underdeliver, and then sell you some false promises.
And then ship out Mickey Mouse. Oh boy, I'm sorry. That's on you. Oh. Ship out Phil Mouse. Say I'm sorry. But Dude took credit
from an Xbox perspective for Deathloop and for Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh my God. The publishers.
But then turned around. No, I'm talking about Phil.
Oh,
when he was in that interview. Yeah, he was like, we ship games that were on other platforms and they did very well and blah, blah, blah. But then he turned around and said, oh yeah, but we had nothing to do with Redfall. we were too late to get there. I'm like, hold on, bro.
You're right.
Hold on, wait a second.
You're right.
I said, wait a second, bro. It ain't adding it.
And those were on other platforms. Like, yes, he did say that. Holy crap. He did say that.
That's why I'm like, fuck.
Wait, weren't those games funded by PlayStation though?
Yeah.
So
they wouldn't even came to be it because it was successful because it had a good enough Metacritic score for them. That's all they care about. That's literally all they care about is people's perception. Dog, nobody can tell you why Hi-Fi Rush is so good, but they be like, but just go look at the score. I'm like, dog, that don't tell me why the game is good.
Exactly. They'll just say, well, it was and I think too, well, I'm not getting into Xbox predictions. Actually, let's get into the Grinders predictions right now, and we're going to go PlayStation Showcase and Rumor Mill. Let's do this. So I'm going to start. I didn't see them yet, so I'm going to bring them down to you guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've heard some of the wackiest shit, dog.
Dude.
Tomorrow, I am not on Twitter, bro.
Tomorrow.
I'm good until after the show.
I know, man.
Because these fools have gone nuts.
Well, we're not going to call the VIP Grinders fools because they put some stuff out there, but the other rumors, I'm going to talk to those. But let's see what the VIPs have said, what's going on here. So let's see some wild predictions here. Hopefully we don't call you out, but no, we're going to go through this. I haven't seen these, so we're going to read through. This is for the VIP Grinders. You want to be a VIP, hit the join button. I definitely put the new emoji right here. We got Jim Jarrett right there giving Phil Ness the headlock as a thumbnail. You get to use a brand new emoji because we hit over 105 VIPs. But let's see what they say right here. GViz S, VIP Grinder goes, my wildcard predictions. Factions open beta Shadow Drop, Twisted Metal with a VR mode revealed to coincide with the TV show's full trailer and Castlevania Souls-like from Blue Point. What do you guys think about that one?
Castlevania, maybe. Everything else, no.
I'm not sure. This Twisted Metal thing. You really think this Twisted Metal thing's gonna be a game with that TV show? Because everybody seems to be pushing.
I don't know what it's gonna be. I think it may be a service.
A service game. Hello, Frog. Where are you? Oh no, you love that.
Hold on one second. My dog.
Maniolis. Shout out to Maniolis. He goes, Venom game from Insomniac in the size of Miles Morales. That is pretty. I don't think we'll get an announcement like that, but I would love a Venom spinoff if that's going to be there. But I want to know about Venom. I think definitely Spider-Man 2 gameplay. I think that starts the show. Do you guys agree? What do you think?
Yeah, I think Spider-Man starts the show. I definitely think that when you look at what Sony's doing, I think that's the best way to start the show. Open with a banger. Bam, here you go. Here's the date. And I do think there's something more there in the Marvel Universe that we just don't know about. And maybe we get a sneak peek or a hint.
Richard Farmer says he wants to see CGI for Ghost 2. Now, I know that Jeff Grubb was saying that there's going to be no Ghost of Tsushima 2, but I would like to see Ghost 2. I do think we should hear what's going on with...
I think it's too soon.
You think it's too soon? Yeah, I'll jump back in that game. Blue Point, Ancient Runes Discovery says Blue Point remaking Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, but in 3D. Metal Gear Solid will be there, and they were just saying about Metal Gear Solid is going to be multi-plat. Now they're saying that now. Venom will be playable in Spider-Man 2, and we'll get a new Wolverine trailer with the Hulk in it. Oh, baby, I want a Hulk.
I do believe that Venom is going to be playable in Spider-Man 2. I do believe that.
I think
that's
so.
Something I would say, yes, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen, and I do agree. I do think we're getting a Hulk game. I think we're getting a Hulk game.
I want a Hulk VR game. That's what I said.
I think that, and my honest opinion is, I think the Marvel universe, as far as movies, has kind of slowed down a little bit, because people are like, damn, they just keep pumping them out. And I think that Disney having their own platform to release stuff on, they can do smaller things there. But I think that their studios over there are going to pick up where their games aren't. I think they're going to pick some of that up. There was something else you said I wanted to comment on.
What, the Castlevania remake? Or
No, Castlevania, I can see that happening. I'll be honest with you, unless this Metal Gear 1 remake, I don't care about any of that Metal Gear crap. Unless it's Metal Gear 1. Metal Gear 1 is just like...
Nah, give me Metal Gear 1.
That one and Part 3.
I want 3.
Either Snake Eater or Metal Gear 1. Those are the best ones to me.
We'll
I think they're the best games.
Actually, Thrifty just came back in there and good. Thrifty, we're right up to your predictions. You have acquisition season in here. You think they're going to acquire Square, Bandai, Konami, Capcom, or Ember Labs? You think they're going to announce a acquisition?
I do.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
I think that Phil Nessa got you too. I think we've been compromised. Thrifty's compromised. Studio announcements.
Wait. I want to hear why he says it, because I actually think they are going to announce it. I think they're going to talk about an acquisition, but not in an acquisition way we think it is. I think like a merger where your studio.
They're not going to do that in no game showcase. They don't do stuff like that. That's going to be a Twitter post or something.
You could if you
not traditional acquisition.
Huh?
So he thinks they're going to show a game and then at the end go, and we're partnering with this company. We bought them. Here's their first game.
No. The way you do it is let's say you take Fire Sprite and Fire Walk, okay? And you show a trailer for this beautiful game. And then at the end of it, you have Fire Sprite and Fire Walk and their two logos merge into a new logo. That hey, these two, is that what you're talking about, man?
I'm saying they don't talk that kind of stuff at the game show.
They're not doing that at no game show. It's
you
about
just show
the
me games. I don't care about who you bought.
They're not talking about no acquisitions.
That's right.
They don't do that.
But
those are blog posts and Twitter posts and PS blog and it ain't gonna be at no show.
I think if we get a game announcement, we're dealing something with Konami. Like, we know Silent Hill's coming, right? But I think if we get something like a Castlevania or a Metal Gear, I think there's more to the story than meets the eyes. I think they do talk about, hey, Konami is now merging with us, and they're going to do
they're not doing that.
Hey, I would not be shocked to
They
see
would.
that.
They definitely have to do it. If
That
they are going to
stuff don't
do
need
it,
to be at
like,
no show.
there better be some. There better be the game.
Oh, they're going to
and then
show
at the end they
games.
go, and we
And
like to
then they're
welcome
gonna
them
say,
to the
hey,
family, and then we go on next one.
Exactly. That's what I think is going to happen.
I don't think they should. I don't
They're
want
not
to. I
buying
don't
no
care.
Konami. I don't think
They're not going to buy Konami. No.
No.
Maybe
they're gonna buy
a
Square
small studio like Ember Labs or something. They'll show like Ember Labs' new game or something like that. But I don't really. I just don't think that's a.
That's not what they do.
They don't do that. They'll
Well,
talk
let
about
me
it after.
ask this
They
question.
might put it as
Let me
a
ask this
poster right
question
after
real
the
quick.
fact.
And this is a question. Maybe I'm a dummy. Silent Hill, this Silent Hill, 2? This remake
2.
or whatever is coming from Bloober Team, right?
Yeah.
Who?
Bloobers.
Silent Hill
Bloober is
Yeah,
called
yeah,
Bloober.
yeah.
Is it Bloober Team?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Bloober
is,
Team.
yeah.
So
Mm-mm.
okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
We'll just stop
wanna make
there
sure.
with that one.
Okay.
And then Thrifty's second one, he's here. Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 16, Stellar Blade, SOCOM with a multiplayer added. So you think they can bring a SOCOM?
I do. I think it's
Who's
gonna give
doing
us a
it?
campaign. Ooh, let's see. Who haven't we heard from? I'm gonna say it's either which one of the Fires isn't working on the VR. I know one of them's working on a VR title. Which one's the other
Well,
one?
the other one that they shut the shit out of is Firewalk. Whoever they fired everybody from there. So they're not
From
making anything.
Firewalk?
Fire Sprite. No, there was Fire. What was the studio that they laid off? Or they laid off
It
those
was
people? that's not their
Fire.
studio.
It was Deviation.
It was a different.
That's
it was
not
a
their
different
studio
No, that
anyway.
was-
They're just working
That's the
with them.
studio that the one that they just got rid of was the studio that made what's
That was
painting
Pixel
game?
Opus.
Pixel
No,
Opus.
Pixel
yeah.
Opus.
That's
Yeah,
who they just
the
got
other
rid
one
of.
that had the resignation, the deviation. Deviation,
yeah.
Josh
Deviation
says.
games.
Yes.
It's so
Deviation.
crazy. So many people cared about Deviation when they were all on Sony's dick, and then all of a sudden, when people got fired, nobody gave a fuck about Deviation. I was like, "Come on, y'all!"
Weren't they on
scumbags.
Jeff Keighley's show? Like they came on and said we're working on a game.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
last year.
Yep.
So Thrifty, who do you think's making SOCOM then? It's not Bend.
Ain't nobody
No.
making SOCOM.
Nobody's making SOCOM.
Man.
I think they're making Siphon Filter.
I don't think they're
Ben
doing
is
no
making.
SOCOM. They're doing a new IP, so I don't.
All right, we got
I
Dan.
think it's not a new IP.
Let's say
I'm
this:
telling
if
you
they
guys,
made
some of these
They're
SOCOM,
working on an open world new IP, is what they said. So it's not SOCOM. It's not.
Uh-oh.
if they
True
made
Virgil slipped
SOCOM,
into the comments. True. He says, I predict there'll be trash. A real showcase is in June. Oh, man, True Virgil. You're staying right near those Herman Holtz nuts. You keep coming in there. Frog might have been compromised, but you're staying right near those nuts, True Virgil.
Yeah.
I forgot True Virgil's a VIP coming in here. Somebody commented, Ryan got him. Ryan got him. There's like a civil war of VIP grinders right here. Oh, my goodness. Helldive is Shadow Drop from the Claymores. What do you think about that one?
Nope.
How about that? I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
Wanna VIP says handheld by Sony.
Nope.
No,
man,
not at all.
Not
at all.
Not if that shit if it ain't native, they ain't putting it on.
Exactly. Ain't no damn.
If it's a streaming box, that shit is nope.
Whoa, Phil! I didn't mean to hit that one. I don't know, Phil and the families. Yeah, if that's some cloud thing, wanna that better be native. Or I don't even want to. I don't even want to see Jim. I don't even want to see Herman Holtz pull like a thing out of his pocket. I have to be here, and I got to this new device. It's like, no, I don't think so. They're not showing hardware at this thing. This is games. It better be games. Man, if they start doing some Xbox stuff, oh, man. If Jim Ryan comes out there with some Phil Ness T-Rex arms, we're in trouble. Let's see. We got another one. Oh, Dan S. says PlayStation, Bandai Namco, Code Vein 2, and Spider-Man VR.
Code Vein.
Yo, why you keep asking for Spider-Man VR, bro?
Man,
y'all get
the prediction question.
No. They claim they get sick from shit where you don't even move a lot. So like Spider-Man, y'all gonna die inside that VR headset. As a matter of fact, y'all not gonna die because y'all ain't gonna even buy it.
Yeah, I think the only way they'll do a Spider-Man VR is if you're just like either swinging and then you stand there and shoot. Because they did something like that with No Way Home, but it was like a free demo. But yeah, hand-to-hand combat in Spider-Man, you're throwing up all over the room.
You be flying. There's no way you can play that in VR.
Swinging in VR could be work, but once you get to the ground, you're done. So I don't think that's happening.
So I definitely know one of the games I know they're going to show. Fact. Great fact. Rise of the Ronin is something to show.
Of course, they announced that one.
Yeah, I think so.
That game is closer than we think it is.
Impatient. Impatient says these people.
That's why I said they're. That's why.
This is the VIPs. These are your cohorts. What are you talking
that's
about?
Why I said they're not showing Ghost of. That's why they're not showing anything Ghost of Tsushima 2 because Rise of the Ronin is coming sooner than we think it is.
Your cohorts.
I think Project Awakening is going to be there.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Everybody think that account was a fake account. I don't think that account was a fake account because all of a sudden, Cygames is putting up information about Project Awakening.
Hey,
seems real convenient, don't it?
Yeah.
Damn, I just seen a Stellar Blade. Gosh.
Yeah, huh?
It's nothing but ass pictures.
Frog, let's not go there.
They got you.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, the first picture is
Frog's
like
gonna really care about that character now. He's gonna be like, this is a great story. I really care about this one. She has a lot of assets.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Frog, we don't want to go that one. We're not going back to that stuff. Stephen
This
J.
is how you make a character.
Oh, damn, Frog, no. Stephen J says a Doctor Strange game. That would be good in VR, though. I would definitely say a Doctor Strange game in VR.
I think the character is interesting for the TV show, but
I think just doing some magic shit with your hands would be good.
Yeah, I say the same thing about Punisher. Everybody say we need a Punisher game by Naughty Dog, but I'm like, bro, I don't even know if Naughty Dog. I don't even know if Naughty Dog could probably make that a fun game, bro. Like, I don't know.
I'm saying the VR Hulk game. That's my wish.
Possibly because they're pretty decent with their story, the way they write stories, and Punisher actually has a good story.
B. Carter says he's wishing for a new siphon filter. I think Studio Bend is working on some sort of siphon filter thing, and that was one of my predictions because I feel like they've been putting all those siphon filters into the service, and I think there's a reason why they put every single one in there. So. They're building up to something.
When they're working on the open world new IP, that ain't Siphon Filter.
It'll be in Siphon Filter's world.
No, it's a new IP, a new game. New IP means not something in existence right now.
Days Gone was in the Siphon Filter references.
It's gonna be Callisto Protocol 2.
It's gonna be. It's not. It's gonna. It's something. It ain't no Siphon Filter. Who the hell wants an open world Siphon Filter game? Man, come on. That's not what they're working on.
I think they're making some espionage type thing.
I think nostalgia really F's with us.
Man, y'all fucked up. Nobody wants that shit.
I think it really does because I think we think a lot higher of these games than what they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really want an F-Zero game. Like I literally buy a new F-Zero game.
That used to keep me busy so long. Now I'm like, this is boring as hell.
That game was just amazing for
at the time. Oh my god, I played so much of that. Now I'm like, why don't they shoot anything? Like I'm playing now, I'm like, I need to shoot these guys. Like, you don't shoot them, you just race. Like,
you just race.
Race, dude.
Some of those games that made the transition to 3D really didn't do as well.
You're my number one customer.
N64 games are just horrible now.
They've been horrible.
No, they've
been horrible.
I mean, for what they were for its time. But when you look at them now, I'm like, God.
Nah, some of them games I used to play them back in the days.
They was fucked up back then.
What the hell is this? Like I really
because I look at Zelda and Zelda was amazing. I went back and tried. Like this game looks like ass.
Well, Zelda is just trash all around anyway.
No,
like,
it's not.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
We don't even need to go there. Like
Breath of the Wild. I don't know about all that.
Doggy doo doo.
Well,
shit was dog water, and Tears of the Kingdom is more Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, I think Breath of the Wild just didn't connect with a lot of people who grew up with Zelda, really grew up with Zelda. Because
I ain't grew up with Zelda, dog.
I grew up with Zelda, and I beat Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, and I'll tell you, man, getting a Switch and then playing it, I thought it was gonna be like this big difference, and it wasn't. I was God, man, this game still was muddy.
Dude, the freaking game, the Switch is nothing more than the Wii U tablet screen disconnected from the freaking console. That's it. That's it. It's the same crap. The games look just the same.
Yeah, it's a handheld console you connect to your TV. I've been saying since it's come out.
It's not a console at all.
No, it's a handheld game system you connect to your TV. That's what I've been saying. Nintendo tries to say, "Oh, it's a console you can connect." No, it's a handheld that you can connect to your TV. I've been saying that since it's come out.
That's it. That's all it is.
And people keep saying, "No, it's actually." No, I'm like, it's a handheld. They gave up on the home entertainment, and they went straight handheld. That's what they're gonna do from now on.
You know what it is? Those people like to call it a console when it's convenient, but then they like to call it a handheld when it's even more convenient. So I don't listen to those.
It's a handheld when it can't run a game in high quality.
Look, you know how you
that's what I'm saying.
Look, this is how you stop everything, right? You know why you know it's a handheld?
Psyops.
When they came out with that Switch Lite that you couldn't connect to the TV, that proved it was a That proved it was a handheld because they took the feature that you connected to the TV, cut the price, and said this is Switch Lite. They took features out. It's a handheld. It by no means in shape or form is that thing a home console. It's a handheld.
Yeah, True Witty goes, Stella Yams was on the PS5 news section yesterday.
Oh, hold on, I gotta go look.
There it is, Frog. Get ready.
Wait, it was on the what?
The PS5 news section.
I see it. There it goes. There it goes.
There it is.
Stella Yams.
Wait until Frogs find out her name. Jeez.
Yeah, Frog's not gonna care about her name.
Hold on, wait, what's her name?
Thank God she's not a redhead.
Oh, damn. We're not going to that way, man. Frog is already like
what's her name? Yeah. Let's see.
So let me pose this question. I was just looking up something, and on the line of acquisitions here, I know nobody thinks they're going to announce it, but I still do. So they sold off 80% of their Sony financial because that's not what they want their focus to be. The total price of it was $10 billion, so theoretically they got 6 to 8. Warner Brothers Interactive Games, which remember Warner Brothers has been bleeding money other than their gaming division.
Ooh, yes, man, they have.
It is worth $4 billion. So if you jump that up for market value, acquisition share, all that stuff, you go up to about $6 billion. That leaves them $2 more billion to add to the $7 billion, and then they buy Ember Labs as well. And then we get then we get Superman exclusive to the PS5, a game that's already rumored to be in development targeting the PS5.
What?
Well, let's actually so let's think about this for a second. First and foremost, what games do WB make?
Hogwarts.
Mortal Kombat.
DC games.
And Hogwarts.
And Mortal Kombat and stuff
what you got to understand is they don't own DC.
They don't own it, though. Right.
Which means if Sony bought WB Games, they wouldn't own DC either. It'll become another one of these licensing extravaganzas.
Freaking EA be like, hey, we'll make DC games. Oh, God. We don't want that.
Why would you sell this shit off just to get, like, some companies that are known for making licensed games?
Yeah.
Like, that's all they're known for.
They got to get the deal with WB. They need to deal with DC.
Well, let's look at it, though. The last licensed game that they made has sold over, 25 million copies?
It was also everywhere.
True.
Okay. I mean, yes. Okay.
The majority did sell on PlayStation, but that's still, it was everywhere else. It was everywhere
and they also else. They also made that trash Gotham Knights. Nobody wants that. And the other game.
Gotham Knights was lit.
And goddamn, and the freaking Crackdown.
You know what? I got Gotham Knights on the sale, and me and my wife booted it, and we played
Crackdown 4. They made
of it, and
the Suicide
I don't know how much it's changed. That's when we got it. Like, we got it on a discount. I need to go back and actually.
But that's WB Games, right? They made Gotham Knights, and they're making Suicide Squad, right?
Yep.
Suicide Squad, yeah. What else did they make?
So you would get Rocksteady, right?
You would get Rocksteady, and they're talented.
Yeah,
you get Monolith.
Okay,
I
and
want
what does
Monolith
Monolith
make Condemned
Wait,
again.
wait, wait.
Oh, they
What does
make all of the
Lego
Middle
games?
Earth games. Middle Earth
Oh, okay.
games.
Yes, well,
Okay.
yeah.
Middle
Before
Earth
that,
stuff.
they made the
Okay,
Condemned.
but then now we're back to license.
And that's a license, right? That's a license.
So
then.
it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever to purchase them, only to have to make deals on the back end just to get the content that they were making.
Unless they get the
Like,
licenses.
Right.
Unless they
But
buy
that's
the
what
the
I'm
only
talking
way
about.
that's
But
the
that's
only
what I'm
way,
talking
right?
about.
Yeah.
But that's the only way that would make sense, and it would literally have them spending more money. It wouldn't be like, yo, we bought this team, now, we can just make whatever the hell we want to make. No, because people are going to be looking for those games that they made previously.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and that was the thing. You remember back when they were trying to say Xbox was going to buy Warner Brothers? They're like, they'll buy them, but they're not going to get the DC.
They won't
IP,
pick the license up.
the licenses,
Right?
And they make
Yeah,
all
it wouldn't make
licensed
any
games.
sense.
Yeah,
It wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Now, me personally, if I believe this whole acquisition thing, which I do believe they're gearing up for something, because when they start dropping dead weight, it's because they're getting ready to add something else to the load.
it's probably Square.
Right?
It's probably Square.
So if they did get Square, I'd be like, shit, that'd be the best to me. Honestly,
That makes sense.
No, that makes sense
best
because
fucking thing.
everything's
Thank
expensive
God I'm
anyway.
among friends.
But
Good Lord.
but you know what though, Sick? I did think of something, and on the flip side, I think Warner Brother. Now I'm thinking about it. Warner Brother wouldn't be a bad pickup either. Yeah, licenses aside, you got to think Sony has Evo, and Mortal Kombat's the biggest fighting game on the planet at this point. It's the biggest selling. So it would make sense for them. It would make sense for them to say, hey, we're closing that fighting market, and the fighting market is going to be here.
So see, then you would have to talk to Ed Boon. You would have to see how he feels about an acquisition like that, because
I think it remains multi-plat.
Oh, don't pull that trade. Then why buy?
No, I'm telling you, it's just like the Bungie deal. Some of the games are on the console here, and then some of them will be multi-plat. I think the majority of the games that make money stay multi-plat.
They literally said everything that's Bungie is going to remain multi-plat for their community,
except for any new IP that Sony.
They never said that. Go
yeah.
read it.
Did they not?
I gotta read it again. Because I could have swore what he said at the end was, unless Sony backs any project that Bungie makes, that's the only way it will not be multiplayer.
He absolutely did not say that. Go look it up.
I gotta read that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're moving for Square, and maybe they show during the showcase.
Oh, definitely Square.
Final Fantasy VII Reborn, and then at the end they go, "Oh, we'd like to welcome Square to the family," and then move on. If that's what. If
you're my number one customer.
I mean, would anybody be mad at that? No, because
I don't think it'll be a big deal. I don't care. I just want games.
No,
and I don't like what Sick was saying. I don't like that they're buying up companies and we don't see games. That's why I don't. That's why I don't.
Right.
Want
I don't think that. I don't think that if they buy them their games, and this is just me personally. I still think you get some games that go to, like I say, Switch and PC, whatever, because it makes money. If you notice,
no, that would definitely happen with Square, because again, Sony doesn't see Nintendo as competition
a threat at all,
as competition, because they serve two totally different markets, which means
there you go.
Their customers kind of overlap, because you will have a person with a Switch that owns a PlayStation, but you also have a person with a PlayStation that owns a Switch. But it's never like, it's gonna fuck up, any sort of mind share or anything that they have. So I get that, and that's the reason why I know that the Square shit is probably going to be a done deal. So Capcom, I would hope, would be a done deal, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I mean, Resident Evil has kind of been doing well.
Crazy
Capcom
rumors. What is the craziest one you've seen? We'll go down the line so far. Sick. You said you saw some crazy one. Which one?
Whoever said that fucking Rockstar and GTA 6 was gonna be at this show.
I saw that shit too. I just laughed.
What you don't?
The only reason why I think that's crazy is because I don't even think they're ready to show that game. So why in the hell would they do it and then do it at a PlayStation event? I don't know. I just don't see that happening.
So that's your rumor. So what about? I have a rumor here that Persona 6 coming late 2024. Current gen only, PS5 timed exclusive, and then they're doing the P3 Persona 3 remake later in 23 at the Xbox Showcase. That's what they're saying as a rumor here.
That sounds absolutely fucking stupid because Persona
Wait,
games
say that one more
aren't.
time.
Hold on, let me tell you why. Persona games are not very demanding games in any stretch of the imagination. And why would you cut off 50 million users or whatever that was on the PS4? No, 114, 20, something like that. When your game is going to be some cell shaded, game that could run on anything, including the Switch. Why in the hell, if you're gonna have the Switch, you're gonna not put it on PS4? Why wouldn't this be a cross-gen game? Like that just doesn't make any
Unless they
sense. That
change
whole
it
rumor
around.
doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
But I think they're trying to piggyback it off of the P3 remake being on the Xbox Showcase, which again they'll probably go into Game Pass. That's probably why it'll be at the Showcase, because everything on the Xbox Showcase will be a Game Pass game. So remake of 3 will probably be a Game Pass game if that rumor is true. Anybody else with crazy rumors? Let me see if I find any.
The only one crazy rumor, which I was like, this is not going to happen, because we're talking about, like you said, I do believe we're talking about games. So I don't think it's going to happen. Somebody had said, oh, they heard that they're going to talk about their PS5 Pro, and they're going to
Mr. Henderson
$499, and the regular PS5 is going to be $399 from now on.
That doesn't make any.
That doesn't make any sense. That's not happening.
Not right now.
Ask yourself this question. Right now, these games
sense.
are running fine on the fucking PS4. Why in the hell would you? Why would you cut your fucking momentum off at the fucking head by putting a PS4 Pro out there? I mean, a PS5 Pro out there, and now the devs have to take that shit into consideration as well, which means one of those versions is going to be gimped because of the weaker system. Why in the fuck would they turn around and do exactly what Microsoft
especially on the
did?
eve of Spider-Man? Sick, especially with Spider-Man coming out, you're going to try to separate your audience with like a Pro and a regular version. I wouldn't do that, man. I would go.
Yeah, no.
That announcement comes after Spider-Man.
It's silly. It's absolutely silly.
I don't think they would show hardware.
It's really stupid.
Anybody else on here think they're going to show hardware at this thing?
Hell no.
I do.
No,
I think they're going to show that accessibility controller. Maybe they'll probably.
Oh, okay. Maybe something like that, but like console, no.
Nah. What about this Metal Gear Solid one? So I think it's confirmed that this thing's going to probably be there, but not going to be exclusive. The Metal Gear Solid 3 remake.
Not going to be exclusive based on what? Y'all already forgot.
Who's
Mr. Henderson? Mr. Henderson.
No. Phil Spencer was already crying in court saying that those games were going to be exclusive. You remember? Silent Hill is going to be exclusive.
Oh, that's right.
Metal Gear Solid is exclusive. Final Fantasy is exclusive. They was talking all that shit in the court.
That's right. He was saying that. I remember that.
So how did that magically change all of a sudden?
Because Mr. Henderson.
Hell, he even said something about Superman being exclusive.
Remember, he did.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, something we didn't know about.
Yeah, like where do you get this shit from?
Yeah.
But I think I think they do like, okay, well, Metal Gear Solid is not exclusive, but Castlevania is. They'll do something like that.
I don't know. I don't believe any of these guesstimators.
Well, this guy already had the roadmap out. He's like, and wait a second, there's that Q device, and that's going to come out after the Pro, and then before the Pro, they're going to have the discless one. He has this whole roadmap laid out. This Henderson guy.
This is the same dude that had no idea when the show was going to be.
Exactly. He was nowhere to be found at the showcases on May 24th.
Yeah,
has
all
Alex been announced yet?
First of all, why do people keep saying Half-Life Alex? What led y'all to believe this?
We're just talking about crazy rumors and predictions. That's it. I heard that.
Oh, okay.
That one has been leaked.
I thought that was a rumor somebody said. I was like, "Oh, who said that one?"
No, I haven't heard that rumor.
I think that
I did. But I've heard it a long time ago.
I think they could do it.
Oh, they could do it.
I think there is going to be something big, like either a big IP from a DC or a Marvel, or some sort of like a Hogwarts or some sort of Wizard's World or whatever IP for a VR game. I think there's going to be like how they did with a Batman and they did with Iron Man. I think they're going to have some sort of like big IP VR game. And I don't know, maybe it'll be a Warner Brothers thing, or maybe it will be something with Marvel. But I think there's going to be something big VR that they're going to have to get people like on board, because they did it with the Batman. That was an exclusive game with Batman. It was short, but they really pushed IP with I don't think they could do it with a new IP or a port over from the Oculus, but I think their VR representation is gonna be some sort of big IP VR game.
If it is Half-Life Alex, not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna double dip on that. But I don't think it's gonna be Half-Life Alex, bro. I just
It's a
don't know where
port.
these
I want
rumors
something
come from.
new, like something
No,
built for the VR.
the reason why I ask this and the reason why I say this is because there's other games that Valve make that never came to the PlayStation, right? Like
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead, they could have easily ported that over to the PS4. Did they ever do it? No. So why would they take the biggest VR game that they have on the PC side of things and say, "Oh no, this is what I want to use to push the PSVR 2 hardware"?
Yeah.
Like I just don't understand that logic. I don't get that logic.
And I don't think that would be. I don't really want PSVR 2 to be like the ports of everybody else's games. Like, hey, all the Oculus games, they look better. Like, there needs to be some things like Horizon where things are built for the VR 2 in mind. And what is that other game that's coming out? The shooting game. The hell is it?
The Red Matter?
No, Red Matter 2, but that's another port. That's a port from the Oculus. But what is the other one? Not Crossfire. I don't know. That one I don't know about. What the hell's the other game?
Are you talking about the body cam one?
No, not the body cam one. The one that's coming out that's gonna have the finger tracking and everything. The other shooter. Now I forget it. That was I have it on the chat. Which one? Firewall. Firewall. That one.
Oh no, definitely Firewall is gonna be there.
But those are built for the VR 2, and that's what I want. I want a game built for the VR 2.
Listen, Valve doesn't care if your game or Valve doesn't care if it's a game that has to go through their storefront. That's when they don't care. So hell yeah, we'll let Meta side load and work.
You're my
through
number
Steam.
one customer.
That means you guys are gonna buy more fucking games through Steam. You know what I mean? Like they have a vested interest in doing stuff like that.
Stuff outside, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're putting it so outside of your ecosystem and only collecting 30%, that's the dumb shit that Microsoft and Sony does. Valve ain't doing that stupid shit. Not at
Paying
all.
PlayStation to play out. No, like you go buy a Vive that we make, you go buy Steam that we have, and you go buy in Half-Life in there. And yeah.
Or if it's another PC VR headset, you can definitely connect it through Steam. And then you can buy games through Steam. You know why? Because that's beneficial to Steam.
Yeah. Yeah. Steam on there. I'm going to get these super chats here. True Witty with the 2, he goes, why buy WB just for me alone? Why buy WB just for me alone? They got Evo, so it works. I can see that. Like, like we're saying about, like, they do have Mortal Kombat there and Evo. And, same thing. You say the same thing you can buy Capcom, too, like for Street Fighter, for Evo. But again, Sony, I feel like, is just not going to buy. If you're already getting the goods already, like if you're getting exclusives and stuff like that, like, well, you're getting stuff at Evo, and why buy them to bring them to Evo unless there's something else you want from them? Like, that's the
Let
one
me
thing
tell you, after the Bethesda and the Activision attempt, I'm sure those Sony contracts have changed, bro. I am sure they have drastically.
Hey, so sick. I think you're right. I think what I was getting from that whole IP, because I'm reading it now, and what Bungie said they committed to Halo. I'm sorry, not Halo. They said they committed to the Destiny franchise being completely multi-plat in the future. And then Jim Ryan said going forward, the Destiny franchise going forward will be multi-plat. But he said in the second statement that he's already hooking into their untapped potential and their wealth of expertise and the games as a service area for PlayStation, so stay tuned. That's why I was thinking they're gonna make something for PlayStation by its side on its side that is only for PlayStation. That's where I think I went with that. Okay, so maybe that's why I think I read into it too much. This
other one here. True Woody says he thinks GTA 6 will be at the showcase. I know Sick doesn't agree.
What?
Well, here's the thing.
I think there's a possibility. I agree.
It is a possibility. Well, let me tell you why. Because you only think about GTA in its current state where it is like the creme de la creme of open world, right? That's how we see it. And we see it like they're too big to side with one thing or the other. But do remember, GTA 4, I believe it was announced at the Xbox E3 showcase.
Yes. The
with
DLC.
dude with the tattoo on his arm.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true.
But you know,
That is
5 when then they had their first showcase of the PSVR, the PS5, they launched with GTA 4, GTA 5, and that whole like
They
getting the
did.
bucks, like
A game
V-Bucks.
that was literally 2 generations old.
Yep, and they launched with it. I know. It was the weirdest thing. Like, it was the weirdest thing launching the showcase for the PS5, and the first thing they showed was like GTA 4, GTA 5, and you're like, "The hell's this?" And it was like, "Oh, you're getting
exactly
shock
my
bucks."
sentiments. I promise you, I laughed so hard. And you want me to tell you
You're
what's so
getting
fucked
shock
up about them
bucks.
shark bucks? I was collecting
I was
them
collecting them too.
the entire
Me too.
time, right?
$1 million a
And
month.
then my dumbass, I freaking didn't go through the PS4 to transfer to PS5 and lost every last bit of the money, dog. I didn't get
Oh, so
any
you were
of it.
redeeming it on the PS4?
Yeah, I was redeeming.
Oh, no. I was redeeming the PS5,
Like, yo,
man.
get out of here, bro.
It was in the PS
So,
Plus perks.
so you know what, Jez? So if I had to give you 3 things, I think that's definitely going to happen. Nothing else. I think we do get the Bloodborne remake announcement. I think they do show that.
No,
I hold on.
Sick is
Hold
like
on.
shit in everybody's
The
parade.
second thing is, I think they announced something with Sunset Overdrive is coming. No matter if it's a sequel,
Sunset
no matter if it's a
Overdrive.
reboot,
I saw that as a rumor too. You think?
I think that I think that's going to happen
Because of the tweet.
And well, because of the tweet, but
How many games is Insomniac making?
I don't know, man. They're dude.
The D team.
Who would have thought that Insomniac could do this remaster plus a Ratchet plus the Spider-Man 2
And
plus
a Wolverine.
And a Wolverine. Like this
Where they gonna put
studio.
the other
I don't know. But and the last one I think is going to happen. I definitely think we get something. No matter who does it, Castlevania related too.
Castlevania.
I do think those are 3 things we do get. And I think the biggest one, I don't think Sunset would be a big surprise. I don't even think the Castlevania would be the biggest surprise. I think the whole showing of Bloodborne, a remake or a reboot or whatever it's going to be, that would be a big surprise. I think that's going to happen.
They've been tweeting about
I think
Resistance.
that's going to happen.
I don't know. Man.
Resistance. I think Resistance is a cool franchise, but I don't know how you bring that back.
It.
Same with Killzone. I think it's an okay franchise, but how do you bring that back?
Yeah, I think Sunset Overdrive is a, but you know they did buy it back, so people are like, well, they did buy it back from Xbox, so they did own Sunset for some reason, but I don't think they're ready for a Sunset.
Maybe it's one of those games they say, hey, this is coming this fall, and it's a filler game.
That's Ratchet and Clank DLC. That's a smart Bender of Strings. That's a good prediction right there. Ratchet and Clank DLC. Considering that they just put that in, see that's the kind of the mentality because they just put it in their service. Maybe they follow it up with some DLC. That's a good move. I think Bender might be right there. I was going to ask you and Sick also, do you think that while you're looking at, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, right? So PlayStation Plus Premium, you've been looking at the stuff they've been putting it. I was getting ready to ask that. Do you think that has some correlation to stuff that we can say, oh, you know what? They're just throwing this inside of the premium service now, and we didn't expect this game to be in here. Now, can we look and say maybe they're going to show something? Because like Naughty Dog, I think the only thing Naughty Dog shows us is factions, but it has no date. They just show us it, but it has
no date. If they show factions with no date, and
that's not
no, that's not how that's going to work.
No way. They got to show gameplay.
They might as well not even show up.
Exactly.
Or if they say come in when the next season of Last of Us comes.
But they got delayed. No, we're not tying that. That's too long.
They're definitely going to tie that into the TV show.
That shit got to come out now.
Nah, I don't think they're in a rush.
I'm gonna take a wild swing in the dark and say that Factions isn't even gonna be there.
Ooh,
Jesus!
That's my prediction also.
What?
Okay, wait. So Sick, hold on. So
Sick.
Okay,
says they're gonna play all these studios, but he doesn't think Factions is gonna be.
So Sick. If you think Factions is not gonna be there, do you think Sony Santa Monica shows their new game?
Probably.
I think
the reason why I say I don't think Factions is going to be there,
okay.
There's a real reason as to why. Because when Neil Druckmann was doing his interview with somebody, he said it's going to come later 2023. And this isn't late 2023. This is mid 2023.
That's why I think he shows it.
Yeah, he said that they're going to show something late 2023. So
So
which
you
is
think
either
there's enough? So, so,
the
so do you think
Game
they're
Awards
setting it
stuff.
up for like the Tokyo Game Shows or something like another show later?
Tokyo Game
No,
Show? No way.
Probably like Gamescom,
I'm just
or
asking.
they might
I'm
even
just
save it
asking.
for They might even save it for Jeff Keighley show.
Oh,
Maybe.
smuggling grapes.
Freaking picklehead.
Let me read these 2 super chats before they go away. Game Night 123 goes, the PS5 Pro makes no sense. Just in the sense if they're gonna follow the PS4 Pro route, nearly 1 in every 5 PS4s was a Pro model. That's a good point. Then eventually cut it off altogether. What's the point? And I agree. Like, I think Pro right now, like, you wouldn't kill your momentum. These things are flying off the shelves right now.
there's no
I
reason.
wouldn't even talk about Pros until like early next year. I wouldn't even I would just, because the reason why the Pro needed to come out was to promote the VR. The VR kind of needed the Pro, that extra power in it. And they
Not even to take it a step further.
The first VR. Yeah.
Look at how far the technology was behind in the PS4.
Exactly.
I'm talking about they were using the Jaguar processor. It was a necessity. There was an actual need to get stronger hardware out there.
Yes, there was, definitely.
This ain't the case this time around. I'm so straight with my PS5. I got 7 of them. I'm so straight with my PS5.
I thought I had a lot of them.
They're not all for me though. Like my kids,
Oh,
they
okay,
all
I'm gonna say, damn.
Six out there, he has a LAN party outside his
I
backyard.
say, God. Yeah.
Sick and Busters.
Like I got the main one I play on, and I got the backup one. That's it. Damn.
Dude, I'm gonna say one thing though. Sick. Managing saves has got to be a freaking headache because if you like, it drives me crazy, man. Managing my saves.
Let me tell you. Nope.
What do you do?
Let me
Put
tell
it
you
on
what
disc?
I do.
What
Nope.
do you do?
Nope. I have
Thumb
zero
drive?
physical PlayStation 5 games. None. I have 0.
Yeah, me too.
So here's what I do. The PlayStation that's in my game room is I play certain games on that PlayStation. The PlayStation that's in my bedroom, I only play certain games on that PlayStation. The other PlayStation I have is strictly for VR. Strictly for VR.
That sounds, why it sounds just what I do? I do the same
thing. There's another 3 PS5s for my kids. You know what I mean? And then I have 1 PS5 that's just like a backup PS5. If something goes down,
backup generator.
I can replace it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought I was the only one that did my games like that.
If I want to finish I have one where I'm in my theater and then I'm like on my OLED and I want to play the game to see how it looks on the OLED and finish it up upstairs or down in the theater. Sometimes I don't feel like so basically I might have to switch. But then my son has his and that's where that's the master one, so he could play online on that one. So therefore,
my wife has the master one, and then it's on the OLED. So when I really want to
Sick has one as a backup. That's crazy.
No, I don't have a backup like that. I just have
hook
like
that up in your car.
Yeah, I have the one that I'm mainly gonna like. Okay, like my games, I want to like get the full everything on my OLED. That's the one I'm gonna sit there and really play like a God of War or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the one in my little man cave with my little LG 4K TV. Then I'm just like, okay, this is just the one I play like my shooters on.
They call him Sick and Scalper. He had them all and he was selling them off and he couldn't sell them, so he started.
He's like, I just gonna keep them.
He's like,
not at all, not at all.
Sick was buying them left and right, dude, and he was telling people how to get them too. I remember
the scalping one was not the scalping shit wasn't my bag, bro. I let me tell you what got me in and out of scalping extremely quick. I bought a Xbox Series X specifically for scalping because people couldn't find them, right?
Right.
Bruh, I had the hardest time in the world trying to sell that Series X, bro. I shit you not. And this was early on. Link will tell you if he's still in here. Link ain't in here. Bro, I promise you, this was early on. This was like 2020 level type stuff.
Sick
bro.
was like bubbling pictures of him in underwear and shit. Sick was like modeling with it and shit.
Yo, but let me hold on. So let me tell you what happened, right? Let me tell you what happened. And here's the proof. If True Witty is still in the chat, he'll tell you because he was the one who bought it from me. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro.
Funny.
Yo, nobody else wanted that shit, dog. He was like, yo, I'll take it, man, because I guess he like Bethesda games or whatever. He was like, I'll take it. Shit, all right. Shit. Matter of fact, I throw in some controllers and some games too.
Yeah,
I did the
Stick was like
same
posting
thing.
pictures of him like modeling in his underwear, like holding it, going. Yeah.
So I did the same. I did the same thing as Sick. I never tried to scalp him, but I couldn't get a series.
Oh no, I was
Xbox
definitely trying to scalp it. I was definitely trying to scalp it.
Yeah, True Witty. There's a happy owner right there, True Witty.
I don't understand it, man. Like where I'm at, dude. Every time you walk in the store, Series S. I'm like, damn, I want a Series X, right? Because it was right before Halo, so Halo was getting ready to come out. I was like, I want a Series X. So Kid Smooth had been seeing me on Twitter, so he was like, yo, I got an extra Series X. He's like, if you want it, it's yours. So I bought his extra Series X from him, got Halo, beat it, was like, fuck. So then fast forward to this year, I was like, I'm gonna sell it, right? I went down to $300, still couldn't get nobody to buy that shit from me. I just gave it to my nephew. Here you go. Merry Christmas. He's like, oh, I got a new. The funny thing is, gave it to my nephew who doesn't have a 4K TV, and guess what he plays on? He's what, 17? He's going 18, get graduate high school. You know what he plays Xbox for? Roblox. I'm like, dude, you're 18. Why are you playing Roblox?
on your
He's
phone?
like, that's the only thing he cares.
Roblox
No,
is
that's the
something
only
different,
thing
dude.
That's the
Roblox
only
you can
thing he
play on your
cares about.
phone and on Mac and PC. Yeah.
I was like,
Roblox.
you don't play Halo? I was like, you don't play Halo? He was like, nah, I don't like Halo. You don't play Forza? He was like, Forza's okay. I was like, what Xbox games on here do you play? He's like, Roblox. He was like, the only reason I don't have he's like, the only I would want an Xbox for Roblox. He's like, if PlayStation had Roblox, I would play it. I would have an Xbox.
Dude.
I'm like,
Roblox.
So every
have you
time
ever
I come to
seen
his
what
house,
they do in Roblox?
Oh man, that is microtransaction.
It is.
I don't understand it.
Yo, it's
I don't
Dude, it is worse than freaking Minecraft.
Yes.
It is worse than Fortnite.
Isn't it like a
bro.
meta
Yo.
game?
Dude, yes. They get
Okay.
together, bro.
It's
That's
mess.
how they. That's literally how they freaking congregate, dog. In
Man,
fucking
he listens
Roblox,
to his
bro.
music, and then I go in his room when I visit his house. His music. He's with his girlfriend. They sitting there, and him and his girlfriend taking turns playing Roblox. I'm like, I don't know.
That is like the official. Like you want to know metaverse? That's the metaverse, man. They build worlds in there, and they charge you real money to buy the stuff that they're putting.
You're my
in
number
there.
one customer.
And I was like, you're gonna need a 4K TV. He was like, why? I'm only playing Roblox.
No,
I was
my
like,
son played the
God
Pet
damn.
Simulator X, man. That's just crazy. That's like almost like Pokemon collector thing, and you gotta, and that's a game within a game, and you get the block Roblox money to buy content that's created in the game. It's crazy.
He didn't even want my Series X. He wanted my
That's an Xbox
Xbox
exclusive.
One X. He wanted my Xbox One X because I got the Taco Bell edition, but I was like, nah, I got lucky. So you gonna have to take this Series X. I just keep this one on standby. I said I keep this one on standby. I got lucky. I don't even like Taco Bell.
I found out the hard way, bro, that no one wants an Xbox. Bro.
That was his inspiration for the song.
Real hard way. No, it wasn't. I made the song long before that, before the gen even started. But no. It was like,
jeez.
You say that, but you think that there would be some fanatics out there that would still buy it anyway, though, because they just love Xbox, right? I promise you, bro. I went through what is that shit called? Let Go at the time before they merged with it was before they merged with what is the other thing?
Wait, you tried eBay? What about eBay?
They merged with the. Hold on, I got it on my phone. I'll tell you.
No, I tried eBay. It didn't go on there. I tried the same thing.
Sig was trying to sell his Xbox, and all of a sudden he realized he's like, no one has an Xbox.
Offer up.
And he looks
offer up.
Offer up.
Nobody wanted that.
And he started singing.
People like
no one.
When I put 300 on there, I was like, oh man, somebody's gonna bite 300 with some games. 300. Nobody wanted it.
I put 750 brand new, comes with 3 games and 2 controllers, bruh.
300.
Everybody was like,
I had 2 people.
You can't do it for. You can't do it for 500. I don't really need the extra stuff. I just want the console.
Yeah,
I said,
they probably want to sell it.
Like,
they want to sell it.
Said one of the dudes said I'm looking for a Switch, and the other guy was like, I'm looking for a PS5.
It had no games at launch. What were you playing? Like it had no game. We had nothing.
Man,
we played Falconeer.
I was playing old 360 games.
You could play all the games that you could play on that game. You could have played already. They had no new any new next gen game for that system. Like,
dude, once I played and beat
play
Halo
it better.
Infinite, once I played and beat Halo Infinite, I was like, I really don't have a use to this thing because like the multiplayer
backwards compatible.
It dropped off. It dropped off.
They finessed the hell out of this gen. That's
hell
all
yeah, dude! I returned mine. See, so for my story, I
should have got my brand
it.
new
Right,
return.
I pre-ordered it. Just to have it to say maybe they'll announce some stuff as we come closer. So I pre-ordered it, and then when they didn't announce shit, I went to cancel, and Amazon's like, "It shipped, congratulations!" I'm like, "Oh, damn!"
I remember that,
and then it showed up, and I was like, "You know what? Let me play it." And I wound up playing Gears, Halo 5. I'm like, I'm playing old ass games. I'm like, I haven't played on a console for Xbox since like 2017 because I was playing primarily on PlayStation after I sold off my Xboxes. And I had an S and I got rid of that thing. And then I was just like, I'm done. And I said, hey, now I come back with the Xbox Series X. Let me see what this is about. I couldn't believe how much did not change. And I'm playing old ass games. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I remember they put tramp stamps on everything. They're like, Series X enhanced. I'm like, what
you heard my story with that. Remember when I went to go buy a Call of Duty game, the guy gave me the Xbox One version? And I was like, why isn't it playing the series version? And when I brought it back to the store, the GameStop guy was like, oh, somebody put it in the wrong case. I was like, what, the wrong case? I thought, when I looked at the case,
I don't take some cases that's open, bro.
And no, you could not tell the difference. It was a used copy, but you couldn't tell the difference.
Oh, okay.
And I just told him, I said, never mind. And that's what I would decide. I was like, I'm not messing with this console. I'm not doing it.
And I brought it back on the 30th day. I brought it back, and they lost it in the mail. And I had a fight with Amazon going, you're giving my money back because I could have kept this thing. Yeah, they lost it. They couldn't.
Dude,
so I'm like, so they gave me my money back on the thing, but I returned it. I was like, you know what? I'm like, you're right. Nobody wanted it. I asked somebody, I was like, hey, you know, I just played a little bit. Like, nobody wanted it. They're like, you got PS5? I'm like, no, I got 2, and those are mine.
Nah. Everybody in my family that plays video games has a PlayStation or a Switch.
Nobody wanted it.
Or
Dude.
both.
Like they did finesse everybody. That was the worst launch I've ever seen. And what's crazy is then when they did their 20 years last year, and they made you like see like what game you played for each launch of the consoles, of the Xbox consoles. The only one that had a last gen game was the Series X. Every single one played. I had perfect dock with the series with the Xbox 360. I had new game, Halo. I had Halo with Xbox. No, not that. And then for the Xbox One, I had like Rise. Like I had a new game for each one that I played first for each generation. And then when I saw the Series X, it was like Gears 4, a game that came out 2 years ago. That was my first game to play because it was the only good-looking game to see how it runs in 4K. Like it was so sad that they had nothing new.
Ridiculous. Hey, you know what? Since we got you here, because I was going to ask you this on Twitter, but since I got you here, man, I'm asking you: are you getting Diablo, Street Fighter, or Final Fantasy? Are you getting any of those 3 games?
I'm getting Street Fighter, and I am definitely getting Final Fantasy for sure.
Okay, because
I've never been like a Diablo fan.
Did you
bro,
play
the
Did you play the Street Fighter? Was it demo or beta? Did this pass?
I played the demo. I didn't play the beta.
Okay, what'd you think about it? Because I had some complaints.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it feels weird. I hate the whole modern controller thing. Like, I know
thank you. Somebody else said what I said.
It's not something
turn
for
it off.
me, so I'm not gonna be using it. But I hate the fact that people can use it, and I mean, I don't know,
so you can turn it off.
Not in the ranked
Yeah, you can turn it off.
Not in the.
You can turn it off.
Wait, I tried turning it off.
It would not let me. It wouldn't let me turn it off. It kept making
No. You can turn it off from you using it. You can't turn it off from somebody else using it.
So I thought if you play, because the way they described it, they said if you use, because I use classic, so I'm using classic, and everybody I was fighting was using modern, and it kept making me use modern because they were using modern, and I thought that like people with the same control style had to fight to get out. Dude, I hate that.
Modern sucks.
I'm gonna tell you,
I don't like it at all.
That modern, that's if I gotta play like that, I will not buy that game. That shit
that
sucks.
is boring. It's not even fun. It's like you press a button.
I was trying to pull moves off.
The thing is,
I couldn't do the moves I wanted to do.
This is probably going to be the best selling Street Fighter ever in life.
It's accessible.
Because of that bullshit.
Yeah,
You know how many people I've
that.
seen over the weekend just having so much fun with those modern controllers. I'm like, oh man,
Nope, no.
there's gonna be a whole bunch of
No.
scrubs using that fucking modern controller. It's funny because I think some popular fighter dude is using it too. I forgot what his name is.
Oh,
cool.
come on.
Sinister wants to know what's the difference with the modern and the classic. Well, the classic is the
6 buttons.
It's 6 buttons.
Yeah.
It's the weak,
Right.
it's light, medium, and heavy. Light, medium, heavy kick. So, and the problem is that your heavy kicks or your light ones, wherever you have it set up, is that it's usually the triggers, which is kind of awkward,
Right.
where you're using face buttons and then using triggers. But the modern one, you just use the 4 face buttons for all your stuff, and then you use the right bumpers and stuff like that to do your supers. Like, or to do like, I'm like, you're just hitting the button and he's like doing the move. You just move the stick and hit up one button and you're doing all your moves. And like you hit a button for a Hadouken,
if they don't let you turn that, that's my big gripe with that game right now. Is when I was playing against people and I was fighting these guys, I was like, "Yo, this dude is either really good or he's using modern." But it tells you, I was like, "Fucking modern." I was like, "How do you make him just play with classic?"
Yeah.
Nobody I played with was playing with classic. I tried to set mines up at classic, but if I was fighting somebody modern, it would change it back to modern, making me play with it, and I was like. Okay,
I think the host could change what everybody's playing because I tried changing it in a game and it wouldn't let me change it. Like I saw what you saw.
Yeah, it let me. It told me.
We got to get Jay Bar. We got to talk to Jay Bar in Persona. These guys have been playing
because
for
that's my
4
big
months.
problem with that game right now. Is
I need tips.
I don't want to even mess with that game if I don't have the access to really use the control style I want. And then if I'm fighting somebody, I don't want to fight against people who's using modern. I want to fight against everybody using classic. So I should be able to say, okay, no, I don't want to fight this person if they're using modern.
Yeah.
You know,
and
that's what I'm hoping.
And that's the problem with like that you'll find is that when you have 1 button combos or like 1 button supers and stuff, the match turns into you're not even punching and kicking and doing combos. It just becomes
everybody's just doing flashy stuff.
Everybody's just doing fireballs all over the place, and everybody's doing the flips and this and all that paint and colors all over. It's a chaos. It's like. What about a combo? Like you want to do some kicks and like an uppercut combo? It just turns into a super battle, and that's because it's so easy to do.
I gotta figure something out because I'm like I wait on Tekken and Mortal Kombat because this, and I'm not even the biggest Tekken guy, but damn.
Yeah, when you go
that's
online,
the worst thing they could have ever introduced, bro. That's
I don't know who came up with that.
I hate it,
dude. I liked what they did with Mortal Kombat, where they kind of charged you. Oh, well, they made you use like you had to earn like easy fatalities or something like that, but it was expendable.
You had to earn that. Right.
You had to earn them, so that was not bad. Like for those that couldn't pull off a certain fatality and had easy ones and stuff. But when you have 1 button combos in this, dude, it's just it's too flashy. Good. It's like especially in Street Fighter where the moves are really pretty easy to pull off. It's more of like the combos and integrating those special moves with your combo because. It's always just half circles, full circles, back circles. You know what I mean?
So
like
what I'm gonna do at this point is because I definitely I'm getting Diablo and I'm definitely getting Final Fantasy, but Street Fighter I'm just gonna wait on the word on the street and people got to tell me like, yo, you don't have to. Play,
it's also a little hokey
because that's my big thing. Yeah, that's my big thing.
I got to get that for especially for fight night and shit like that for the fight nights we be having. So I'm definitely getting Street Fighter day 1. Like I liked what I played. It just felt
I liked what I played. I just didn't want to play.
Off. Yeah,
I didn't want to play against people that use that modern. What's the name? Control.
Did you play Final Fight in the BattleNet arena? Like you go in the back and play like classic a classic Capcom game.
No, I didn't. I didn't play the beta. I played.
That was in the demo. It's in the demo.
It was in the demo. You
go into the BattleNet, like that whole.
Oh, I didn't even do that. I honestly just fought the 1v1 with the same.
See, I tried to go online. Yeah, because they do like this whole kind of virtual arcade, which is pretty cool because they got people sitting at consoles, and you could just go up to the console and like play them, like you matchmake with them. That's how they have like a visual lobby, and in the back. They got like, custom stores and stuff. You could buy stuff for your avatar. But then in the back, they have like classic section. And basically, they had Final Fight back there. And you could go back and you actually sit down to the arcade and then it boots up Final Fight. And you're playing the whole thing as Final Fight, the whole like emulated game, which is pretty cool.
I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. Once Final Fantasy 16 come out, ain't nothing else getting played.
That's it. Yo, let me get this super chat here. Knack 3 or the showcase is an L. Finish the trilogy. The Claymores.
Whoever said that,
the
I
Claymores.
feel you
I wouldn't be mad at that.
1000%, bro.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Knack.
He says it's
Knack
a joke.
I beat the other two Knacks.
I don't agree. I think that Knack 3 should come out because you're right. I agree with you guys. Knack 2 was wild, man.
Hey, Jazz, let me tell you something.
That was a huge game, Knack 2.
Sick will agree with me. Knack is a hard MFing game.
It's
that
hard.
game is not easy. A lot of people slept on how that game is hard. Yep. A lot of people was like, "Oh, it's a kiddie game." No, I don't know any little kids that beat that. Most people that beat that was grown men.
Me and my son, we beat it together.
Yep.
Me and my son.
But I'm saying, the first one was hard. The second one was still hard. I was like, "Yo, this game is hard."
And it was huge. Like there was like so many chapters. Yeah. The game went forever. It was like a long ass game too.
It was
crazy. It was never.
Why somebody said the theory behind Knack was that the kid in it, the boy, was Mark Cerny when he was a kid?
Probably.
It was good. I like Knack.
That would make sense. Yeah, Knack is pretty cool. I like Knack.
Knack is good. They should do Knack 3, man. Think about what they could do with the voxels and all that other stuff. With the
Wait,
PS5.
didn't Mark Cerny? Hold on. I think Mark Cerny helped develop that game.
I'm going to tell you what did it for me, man, to let me know that we really haven't seen what the PlayStation got to offer thus far. And yes, we've seen some great stuff, but Horizon Burning Shores, dude, my eyeballs damn near popped out of my head. Bro. I was playing this shit on my C2 OLED.
Okay, I definitely need to beat this game because I've been hearing everybody say the same thing.
Bro.
My God, I did a whole friggin' show yesterday, Sick, because I played that DLC. Oh,
you finally finished it?
Yeah. Oh my God,
Hey,
I talked for an hour. Holy,
hold on, not the last battle, the second to last battle.
Yes. That's what I mean.
Christ.
Yeah, I need to go ahead and beat this shit.
Dude.
I need to go ahead and beat this shit.
The environments that they created in that game, like that volcano area, like it was so interesting how much of that, like what they did, but leading up to that, holy crap. And that last battle, like just everything.
I don't know what it is with the critics, but they did not do that game justice, man.
It's like I did a video yesterday. I'm not going to promote my video, but I did a whole rant on how underappreciated that game is and that DLC. And I said yesterday, I was like, it should be referenced more. Like you don't hear a lot of developers going, Horizon did that, like media, right? Like reference it because of what it's doing.
Yeah, no. When I say it was amazing, I've never seen anything in gaming that looks like that.
Yep.
Nothing.
So
I don't care where you go.
So was it on the level of like when you see something like because I had the same feeling when I first saw Death Stranding on the PS4. I had never seen a game that
hold on
that on anything.
Death Stranding has 0 on Horizon Forbidden.
Forbidden.
You don't know what you're missing, Frog. I gotta talk to you when you're done.
Death Stranding to me was like, I could not believe how good. I was like, I can't believe it's on console.
Nope.
Oh, and I love Death Stranding. I love Death Stranding.
This engine, the Decim engine, aren't they both the Decim engine, right?
Yeah, they're both on the
Decim engine also. Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
But listen, I originally played Death Stranding on the PS4, and I thought that game was beautiful on the Pro. Played it on the PS5 and was like, holy shit. But
same thing here.
But even with that being said, Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores is next level.
Yeah, I never seen anything like that before.
I'm telling you, it is next level, and I'm talking about the game ran completely freaking smooth.
Yes.
You got this big ass fucking I don't even know what to call it, like a octopus fucking
the horror.
Goddamn.
Okay,
what was that shit? What was that? I don't even know what that was supposed to be. It's like some Spiderman shit. Like I don't know.
I don't even know what the hell that thing was supposed to. I don't know what animal that thing was supposed to be, but it's like this huge octopus thing.
Yeah, but the level of detail in that game is absolutely nuts. The different weapons that you get to use, the different ways you get to approach these freaking robots, like it was just Jesus Christ.
And
bro.
you know what else?
I think that's my favorite thing.
I know what else too. Oh, somebody says it's supposed to be like a kraken. I can see that. Yeah, like a kraken. Like but like you know what the thing is too?
It definitely had a body.
They had a body. Oh, it had a body. It wasn't no
no
C-dicks.
C-dicks. Great.
It wasn't all C-dicks. That'll be an Xbox cracking. It'll just be like
Didn't have to wait for an update, man.
Yeah, and it wasn't like popping out of the ground. No, this thing. First off, let me say, like, it's not even the size and what, like, how this, you thought this was a cutscene, but it's not a cutscene. But it's how they integrate the fight, where they have the platforming elements so creatively done in there. They're still trying to tell the story while it's happening, and there's so many different variations of it. And then when you think it's done, it's not done, and then it goes even further, and they add more platform elements. And this is what they've been doing, where they do the same thing with pacing, like in Last of Us and Uncharted, where they give you these huge set pieces, but then they break it down to this small kind of intense set, and then pull back out again and realize that you're part of and they just so creative. With when they were like, okay, now you can do some platforming stuff, and how they were using the fire and electricity while you're trying to platform in the middle of this fight, I'm like, this is incredible. Like, the balance. It's not just shoot arrows and then call it a day and celebrate. It was so many different levels to the fighting. There were 3 different phases. Then you got to play it. And you, oh my God, yeah,
it's amazing.
Insane.
It is
absolutely insane. And the build up to it, where they knew exactly what they're doing. Even when you get the water wing, when you get that, and how when you get that and charge at the island, and that was intense. Where I don't think I've ever felt something so satisfying as flying in the clouds and then just doing that drive right into the water, and how crazy that is. That they're just going up and down from the sky into the water just seamlessly. And the water has all fish and everything living under there and all this stuff. And then you're coming out and there's things flying around. You go back underwater and there's all things living down. It's crazy. No load times. No crazy. Like, it's insane.
Nope.
Insane.
So, do y'all think that Spider-Man has a chance of looking better than Horizon Burning Shores?
I wouldn't say better, because they have a totally different art style.
Aesthetic.
Plus, you got to think about it. They're going to be in New York.
Yeah.
They're going to be in Brooklyn. And what was the other? Manhattan?
I don't know. Maybe the island.
No, wait, what? Where was Miles? Miles was in the Bronx?
No, Miles was uptown, was in Harlem. It was uptown Manhattan. It was still Manhattan.
He was in uptown. So, and Spider-Man is from where? Brooklyn?
Spider-Man, the first game? The Spider-Man?
Yeah,
no, it's
the
all in
original.
Manhattan. It's all been in Manhattan.
I could have sworn they were in a different section than
No,
Miles Morales.
they're all in Manhattan, on the island of Manhattan. Miles Morales, they're in Upper East Side of
Why am I
Harlem.
thinking Brooklyn? I don't even know.
No,
why
they
I'm
didn't
thinking
use any of the boroughs. It's all Manhattan. It's just the Upper East Side in Harlem. That's where Miles was. Yeah.
Nah, but I don't know about. There's just so many elements to
East
Horizon
Bronx.
because they're out in the wild. You can see the green grass, the trees, and all of that good
Yeah.
stuff. You don't really get that variation in Spider-Man. But will the game be beautiful? Absolutely. Will it look better than Horizon? I don't know about that. And I'm not even saying that Insomniac isn't talented enough to do it. I just don't think they have enough to play with to showcase the way Horizon does.
Because it's built in a realistic world. Like, it's gonna
Exactly.
Unless they do some crazy stuff with any portal dimensions and stuff like that, where they could show different variations of the city. But again, they're constrained by realism. And
if that happens,
Yeah.
I don't want any of these bum ass journalists to try and take Hip Hop Gamer shine, because he was the first one to say that that's what's gonna happen. And
He said a lot of things too.
Spider-Man.
Like, give some credit, dude.
Yeah, but they take all his shit though.
They do. Oh, of course they do.
I really don't. I think that's disgusting.
It is, dude, because I agree, man. Yeah, he definitely has a lot of stuff, and I think it's just because the way, he's very like, I met him like, a couple times at PAX and stuff like that. He's very personable, just nice, and I don't understand how, like, maybe just his delivery, people don't take him seriously, I guess, because he's hyping. He walks around the belt, maybe. I don't know. And people are like, oh, he's just overhyping. But dude's saying some real shit, and they don't give him credit at all. That's the other thing. They don't give him any credit.
Nope.
That media is cutthroat, man. They're like, everybody's looking for, like, that's what gaming has become for some of these places too. It's been just like who could get the leaks, like whose leak could be real and who like. Oh man, they don't even
You
play the
know, that's
goddamn
that's the
games.
one reason. That's the one reason why I'm literally going dark.
Yeah, tomorrow.
On Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna look.
I'm going dark because I see the BS ramping up already.
Yep.
I've seen some of
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I agree.
craziest claims start to come out, and I'm like, nah, we ain't
Just
doing
trying
this.
to
When
get
I go
traction.
into it, I want to really be hyped. I want to really be surprised at what's going to happen. And I know they're going to spoil it for you guys. All of y'all that don't have that self control and don't know how to delete Twitter from your phone, they're going to get you and they're going to spoil it for you, low key.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, because they're coming out with just the or they're gonna set expectations like just ridiculousness, like just stupid stuff that
Yeah.
you're not gonna be like, oh well, yeah, I could see that, and then you see enough of it, and then I think they all work together where one's like, yeah, I could see that happen, and then kind of like one leaker agrees with another leaker, and they're like, hey, it's not gonna work if we just do a one-off. You got to agree with me, and we could create this leaker bullshit network.
Oh no, I really do believe that they have that. You're
They
you're
do.
laughing and joking, but I do think that
Oh,
they
they do.
have like a group chat where they sit and they talk about how they're gonna bullshit.
Yep, I agree. I think so. I think that's what it is. And they go, well, if you conglomerate my story, then I look legit. So let me get this one, and then then when you say something, I'll conglomerate you. Exactly. And they all kind of push each other, and because if one person's just saying it, they won't believe it. But if
No,
another
no, because
person,
think about this. Jeff Grubb has been wrong a lot.
oh yeah,
I mean a lot. And
Xbox
he
Live was
get
going away 3 years ago, 10
he
years
get
ago,
a
5 years ago.
little bit close. He get a little bit close to being almost on point, and now everybody like he's the guru of guessing shit. And I'm like, come on, man, y'all gotta stop setting
Say,
yourself up like this, man.
honestly, did you really think that Sony wasn't going to have any kind of show at all and let Microsoft go through this Summer Games Fest and not do anything for a second year in a row?
I
I didn't think so.
honestly didn't know. I'm not even gonna sit up here and say I knew for a fact
It
that they
kind of
were gonna
makes
have a show.
sense. Like, not,
It did,
they
it
had
did.
to.
But I'm gonna be. I like to be honest, bro.
I know.
I had no clue. I had no
Like, I'm
clue.
not predicting dates and stuff, but if you look at what happened, like after God of War, and actually, you know what? That's a good. I just wanted to bring this up here because they had to have a show, and people I know like they joked last year about the show, but this is actually something. Somebody made this post here showing the PlayStation 2020 announcements, everything that's been released. It's pretty much done. Like everything they have announced has pretty much come out.
But can I say this? Can I say this?
Yeah.
I love the way they're doing shit now. I
Oh
listen.
yeah, I
I
agree.
know a lot of people hate it, but I love it. They're working on their own time. That's number one. So I feel like when they do things on their own time, when they finally show us stuff, it doesn't feel or appear to be rushed.
I
Dude,
agree.
I was so excited when they announced Wolverine because Wolverine is my all-time favorite X-Men character, bro. When they showed that shit, I lost my shit, though. I was like, dude, this is amazing. I was like, I can't believe it, bro. I didn't even know it. I said, and you know what was so crazy about it? Before the pre-show to the show, I was telling people, I was like, man, if they show like X-Men or another
Dude,
Wolverine
that
game,
Wolverine was
bro,
wild. Reveal.
dude, it'll be crazy. And they showed it, and I was like, holy shit.
That was crazy, that Wolverine, because they
Wow.
were coming off a Ratchet and then Spider-Man 2, and they announced Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine in the same show. Oof, that
But
was
you know what's so
insane.
crazy about that? They somehow kept it under wraps.
Uh-huh.
Nobody knew.
Nope.
Nobody had a clue.
Nope. There was no leaking of any of Wolverine. Even the God of War reveal at the end of that was another surprise because we knew a God of War was coming, but we never knew when they were going to announce it. And that was another at the September showcase where they had the God of War trail, and that surprised everybody too. That like, what? It's coming out right now? Like, it's coming out soon? Like they're announcing it now?
But that's why I was like, I love the way they're doing things now, bro.
They got everybody.
Keeping it close to your chest.
Yep.
Them keeping it close to their chest, when this show comes out, when this show airs on Wednesday, they are going to break the number record, bruh.
Oh yeah.
With viewers. You know why? Because it ain't just PlayStation people watching this. Hell no. You got people who own Nintendo, you got people who own Xboxes, and people who own PCs, and they gonna all be tuned in simultaneously.
See with the yep. Exactly. Then I gotta say, I'm not gonna buy one. But yeah, and also too, look at the install base that they've built since the last showcases. Like they have sold so many freaking consoles. Everybody wants to know what's next. They're playing through their games that they have released over the last couple of years. Now let's see what's coming.
Hey man, and I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Listen, I want them to empty out my wallet, decimate my wallet,
stomp them out. Let's go. Like I want the whole show it all, baby. Get ready
and show stuff that's coming soon, bruh.
Yes,
I do want another Resistance. I do.
Tequila Night.
I do.
Thank you, Tequila Night. He goes, can a brother get Resistance 4?
I do want a Resistance 4. I really
that's Insomniac too, right?
Yeah.
Jesus,
no,
how many
that's
games are gonna make?
Wait, yes, that is.
How many games are gonna make? Ted Price.
Here's the thing. Here's a game that I think is gonna be shown, but I honestly think this game is garbage as fuck, and I think they're gonna make a PS4 version of this garbage ass fucking game.
Uh-oh.
Sunset Overdrive.
You're my number one customer.
I hate.
You said PS4 version?
I mean PS5.
Yeah, so it's gonna be.
Oh, I thought it backwards.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
I'm
I
not
was
going
like,
backwards.
wait a minute.
My bad.
Oh shit, going backwards.
I don't know why, because I was thinking Xbox One, because you know it released on
I
Xbox
beat that game.
One.
I'm not playing that
But
game.
I played it on Xbox One, and then I played it on my PC because I felt like, man, maybe it didn't, because it was like 30 FPS or something on the fucking Xbox.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, maybe if I play it on the PC, I get to play it at higher frame rate, higher fidelity and shit like that. Maybe it'll make the game better. Nope, game was still trash, bro. I was like, nope. Insomniac, you could have let Microsoft keep that one, dog.
They bought it back. I don't know what the hell they plan on doing with it. But
Shout out to my man JTech. He want that shit, but I do not want that fucking game. I think that game is trash.
True Witty goes, Kid Smooth. True in Super Chat, he goes, Kid Smooth gonna buy another PS5 after Wednesday. Dude, I don't think he even sold his other one. I think he's.
I don't think he did.
No,
either.
he never sold it.
He didn't
sell
sell
it.
How can you not? How are you selling that place? There's no way, man.
Here's the thing, man. If you really think something is garbage, just don't buy it. That's what I did with the Xbox. I really believe the Xbox is garbage. I don't own one. I don't own one. Listen, if you think the PlayStation is garbage and you have this exquisite taste for Xbox games, then yeah, go ahead and get rid of it.
Enjoy.
Dude, don't feel bad about getting rid of it. Just know that when you do get rid of it, you're going to watch everybody else enjoying the games on it while you get to enjoy the lovely games that you get on Xbox, and pray to God that critics, give you bullshit reviews. Because you know what I thought about? Nobody had a problem when the media was giving Hi-Fi Rush fucking glowing reviews and shit, right? Like,
and
nobody cared.
Spoken.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
Forspoken.
Oh, when they trashed on Forspoken, y'all called Forspoken a bad and terrible game and had never touched it.
Using the friggin' voice clip from the first 10 minutes of the game.
Have never touched it, didn't play through it, didn't know that the combat shitted on everything that you've ever played on Xbox, period. I don't care how far back you want to go. And I'm just like, dog, y'all crazy as hell. That story was good too.
Yep.
I fuck with Prey, man. I don't give
like
a damn
that
what
story.
y'all.
I'm getting that DLC too.
mean? Oh no, the DLC day one for me, because I got the
I like the
deluxe
story
edition.
a lot. And you know what pissed me off so much about that game is that I felt like they just used when I saw where her quote was that they kept using, it was in the first like friggin' 15 minutes of the game.
It was in a tutorial.
It was the tutorial.
It was in the tutorial, bro.
Really? We're not like, okay, let's not go near the I'm like, I told Frog, I was like, they didn't play this game. They did not go through this game. They must have reviewed it. And and they complain about then on top of that, the Hi-Fi Rush stuff, they complained about not getting review codes in time. Meanwhile, they still drop Hi-Fi Rush. Nobody got a chance to review it, and they're like, this is great. They should do more of this. It's like you just whined your ass saying Forspoken didn't give you a review code in time, or somebody didn't give you a review code in time, and now you're trashing on Hi-Fi Rush. You're like, yeah, this is great. Still drop it.
And then talked about cringy dialogue. And then totally did not talk about cringy dialogue in Hi-Fi Rush. I wonder why.
Sick. I didn't hear about cringy dialogue in Redfall.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody said anything about dialogue in Redfall.
That's
that
crazy,
dialogue
ain't it?
was god awful.
Isn't that crazy?
Why? But if this was the year of cringy dialogue, shouldn't they carry that out through Redfall? Why is nobody mentioning about dialogue with Redfall anymore? Is that not a critic bullet point? It was only for Forspoken, and they don't only for Forspoken dialogue cringe. Video game cringe is a bullet point for Forspoken, but we just gloss over that for Redfall and Hi-Fi Rush.
Dude, they couldn't find anything really wrong with Forspoken, so they hard forced themselves to aim at that particular thing to try and justify the bullshit scores that they gave it.
Yeah.
They gave that game bullshit scores they gave that game a score that they would have given a broken game.
I know exactly. That's a broken game. Yeah, because look at the Metacritic of it now compared to Hi-Fi.
Forspoken.
Forspoken. Well, you said the same thing.
Yeah, that game. Nobody.
A broken game. They called it. Like they rated it.
Yeah, that game was not broken at all.
Hell out of here.
There was nothing broken about that game.
But
maybe dialogue was a little off here and there, but no, it wasn't broken.
Here's the thing. I don't blame the reviewers. I blame the viewers. You know why? Because the viewers had all of the time in the world to say, you know what? Let me see if what they say is really true. And they decided against it. They decided that they were going to listen to it.
Yeah.
Shoot, I had it pre-order day one and beat it.
Yeah, it's not on the people who are putting the message out there. It's out there to the people who are receiving the message and saying that it's, it's legit. And you got people who tried to highlight and blast it because it was a game that they weren't getting on their preferred platform.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Bosso was so mad that she didn't sound like Jezza Persona for people from New York. It doesn't matter. Like
she definitely didn't sound like she was from New York, but it's because she wasn't actually from New York. But that's a different story.
That's a different story. Exactly. I know, right? Oh my god. And then no one other thing that pissed me off too. Like I kind of brought this over from God of War, where they were talking. And I'm not gonna spoil the God of War thing, but when they were talking about how Tyr was so weird and all this other stuff, and how he was not fighting, and they were complaining about the character of Tyr, and it's like, really?
Dude, you don't even
understand. I'm like, did you play the game?
Tyr wasn't...
Did you play the game? Like, why is Tyr such a? But he doesn't want to fight. I can tell you why.
Listen, I can tell you why.
I was like, they didn't play the game. As soon as I found that out, I was like, they never played the game. They played it.
I can tell you why, and I don't give a fuck about y'all talking about spoiling because you should have played God of War by now.
Oh no!
Tyr was not Tyr. No, Tyr was not Tyr, goddammit.
Oh man, True Winnie goes, Redfall is diarrhea trash. Microsoft turned arcade to shit. Oh man.
But you know what's so crazy? This is the weirdest part about this, dog. The weirdest part about Xbox and Xbox fans. Oh my God. Everything y'all complain about on PlayStation, y'all actually getting on Xbox. Everything that y'all every narrative that they try to push, it's literally a narrative. Remember when the PlayStation was first coming out, they were talking about the PlayStation 5 is half baked and it's coming in hot and shit like that. And then come to find out, everybody's able to utilize the PlayStation, but can't figure out what the fuck to do with the Xbox Series. Really?
Oh, I know.
Come
right?
on, dude. They was talking about the PlayStation running hot, and then come to find out the Xbox ran hotter.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, that guy with his freaking Fisher Price thermometer. Holy shit.
I'm just sitting up here. I'm like, dog. Everything they say, they shitted on Forspoken, and then a game actually released trash as fuck.
That beat Forspoken out
on Xbox. It's right. Like everything they say. It's like karma is hitting them immediately.
They've been powerful console.
They have PTSD from this console generation, dog.
Yep.
They are really going through it. They are losing their minds, and they have to hold the line.
Hold the line.
You think I'm gonna pay $500 for a console
End of the line.
to hold the line? Is you crazy?
End of the line.
Hold the line for who? For who? So this person, so this company can continue to take my money and give me nothing?
It's ridiculous. I don't know. You hold the line.
Hold the line.
There's nobody behind you.
You're done.
No. Hold the line or what? Hold the line or what? hold the line or what?
No,
that's what I'm asking, dude.
I have no
they
clue.
complained about ray trace. Oh, this is RDNA 1.5. Ha ha! It's 10. Nah, they didn't even say it was 10 teraflops. They said it was 8 teraflops, boosted up to 10. Boosted up to 10, bro. And now look at what's happening. This thing that you said was 8 teraflops is kicking the shit out of this 12 teraflop, and y'all can't understand it.
That's right.
Y'all, it's a bug. It got to be a bug. It got to be the developers. It got to be everybody except for the creators of this piece of shit.
Exactly. We got them.
I'm loving it. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. I'm loving it so much. I'm loving just seeing these fools eat crow all the way. I called this. I kid you no. I shit you not, Jazz. Jay Barry sent me a video. This video was like 3 or 4 years old. He said, "Damn, Sig, you called this. You completely called this." And I promise you, when I went back and listened to the video, I said, "Holy shit." I did. I called it word for word. I said how they were going to be mad, how the shit was going to outperform them. What the hell?
Well, I said that this was going to be the Xbox One X remastered, and that's what it was. We went through the Xbox One X. They couldn't prove the power. Nobody. The PS4 Pro was outperforming the Xbox One X. And I was like, we did this before, and now they're doing it again. The PS5, the weaker console, supposedly, is outbeating the series. But you're right. Everything that they said, one and done games, dude. They're getting never has. I went on a rant yesterday about the one and done games.
They got a book, Jez, a book, a virtual fucking book. They were talking about Sony making movies, and they got a pop-up book.
Oh my God, you're right. Everything that they said is come back. The one and done, the walking simulators, indie games, PlayStation's the indie console. Meanwhile, they're here celebrating these projects and passion projects and Game Pass. Meanwhile, it was like Xbox is the place to play the big AAA games. Sony's the indie station. And now that's all they're getting your indie games now because there are no more big games anymore. Everything turned on. That's why I'm like, and then they say it's better now than what it was. I saw somebody putting up a post. It was like 10 years ago today was when, what's his name? Donnie D came out and was talking TVs and Xbox. I'm like, at least they had some games. Like, oh my God. Like this, and this is what they tried to do. And I said this is what they do. What they tried to do is they try to make it look like it was worse then, even though it's really bad now, but they go, it really was bad then. And they try to make the bad, and they did the same thing with Halo. Halo Infinite, it's better than Halo 5. Halo 5 was horrible. But meanwhile, when Halo 5 came out, nobody would say anything. Just like now, the Series X is doing great because the Xbox One, we lost. They, in the Xbox One generation, they were going tooth and nail saying Xbox was going to win
number one customer.
the generation. Like they were like, the Xbox Series, the One X is going to bring us back. It wasn't until the new console come out they go, oh yeah, it was trash. They weren't saying that last gen, but they want to trash on everything before to make the new stuff look better. That's the crazy logic that they got.
But you know what's crazy about all of that though, Jez? Like I hear exactly what you're saying, and you're absolutely right. But think about this for a moment. They went out happy as hell. They went and bought a $500 machine. I'm talking about they waited outside a GameStop.
Ooh.
You know, some of them slept outside a GameStop. All in order to get this $500 machine so that they can come back and cap for it.
Oh, yeah. They had to. Like, I have a channel. I have a Twitter. Like, I have to do it.
Imagine that. They went and bought it to create content. Not because they actually care about games. Not because they actually want to play any games. Them buying that console at launch, knowing that there were no games available, showed that they completely don't give a damn about games and never did.
Nah. They're content creators, I guess. Alfonso, let me get to these chats here. He goes, I believe that Stella Blade is going to be at the showcase. Hey, Jez and panel. Thank you, Alfonso, for being a VIP. And let's see what we got here. Let's get another one here. True Witty goes, did people not notice tier was not spelled right? There he goes like that. And then here, like, I want to show this article here, like this, you know, the 3 C's in the chat, please, for the VIPs, 3 C's. Mr. Matty Plays out here. Going, I know Xbox fans are down bad right now, but it was sobering reminder how terrible things were, and it's been 10 years since the infamous console reveal of the Xbox TV reveal. This is what they do. You may be down bad. This is Xbox therapy, the 3 C's therapy session. They're like,
yeah, but what has changed?
Nothing worse. They had games back then. It's worse. And they go like the TV stuff. I'm like, but this is what they do. This is their therapy. They're like, guys, it's bad now. Phil Spencer says he can make games. It's bad now. But remember how bad it used to be 10 years ago with TV.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
and Donnie G.
The reason why I can't ride with Xbox, bro. I can't do it.
And then somebody wrote here, Nib, right? And he goes, and yet the Xbox One had a launch lineup of exclusive orders of magnitude better than the Series X. The latter essentially not having any outside of the Falconeer. So tell me what is better, dude. I like that one. Exactly. Like, shut him up. It was bad. I guess it wasn't that bad because you created some Xbox content 10 years later. Like, you get the hell out of here. It was really bad. Phil saved us. It's really bad. This is their session. This is like, guys, remember how bad it used to be? It's bad now, but
the coping is strong, man.
It's ridiculous. True, he says yes. The copium is high on the Xbox side right now. Yeah, dude. They that's why if you say the word Starfield, they shudder because they are not sure. Are they going to get a Redfall Starfield, or are they going to get the Starfield that they thought they were going to get when Phil bought Bethesda?
Redfall Starfield.
You know, I hate that argument too. I hate that stupid argument of just because it wasn't as bad as it was before, or as bad as it could have been, doesn't mean it's good. Like, people tried to say that about Love and Thunder when it came out. Well, it wasn't Dark World. Well, no, Dark World was hot garbage. Of course it wasn't. But like, Love and Thunder isn't good. It's like, well, Redfall's not bad. I can have fun with it. Great. That's fantastic. Have fun with your Redfall. That doesn't make it a good game. Well, it's better than Forspoken. Who gives a shit? It still sucks. Like, just because you're better than something that was rough when it came out doesn't mean you're good. And I hate that
bullshit anyway. That's bullshit anyway.
That is bullshit, but still,
like,
dude. Forspoken and Redfall shouldn't even be.
They shouldn't even. No way. No way. That game is
same goddamn sentence.
Redfall's busted.
Jesus.
Pop up on PC all over the place. I streamed this stuff. I showed what the hell it was. Pop up. It was broken. Game was broken.
Did you hear the horny NPCs?
No.
When they get shot, that delayed.
I did get. I had a vampire. Oh my god, the vampire couldn't. He got challenged by a picnic table. He couldn't. I was on the other side of the picnic table. He just stood there. He wouldn't attack me. He didn't know how to go around. They didn't program him to go around the picnic table.
And they blamed it on COVID. If you don't cut it the fuck out, man.
Don't even get
outside of COVID, that could not have been saved, dude.
Those men's of COVID.
And you know what? That message tells you right away they knew it was gonna be ass.
Oh, they did. Totally.
They knew it.
They knew it. Phil Spencer's like, we thought the reviews so about 20 more. I was like, get the hell out of here, man. You were like sitting there going, ship it.
I'm going to have to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
What the fuck? What was that? Hold on, wait a minute.
That's the double J right there. Get him, Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan got on that lock.
Yo, would you ship that?
Would you ship that?
Our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race.
End of the line.
It doesn't really lay into the reality of most people. Like 90% of the people.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Yo, they need to get Phil Spill. They need to get
he
Phil
has to go. They need a Thanos snap, a Matrix reset.
They better go find Donnie D, man. Bring Donnie D back, man. Give me some more Donnie D.
We need some Donnie D's. That's
Hey,
right.
Donnie D was at least telling the truth. Donnie D had me go out and buy that original Xbox,
That's
man. They
right.
had Killer Instinct. They had freaking Dead Rising. They had Rise Son of Rome.
They have everything.
Man, come on, bro. You
worse.
had games. You didn't have no goddamn medium. The schmedium. Fucking what was the other game? The flying game? What the hell was
Falconeer?
that? The Falconeer.
Oh,
nigga, you got me riding a bird around this. Are you serious? Or
4K though. 4K
man,
bird.
Come on, man. But that's what happens.
I'm
y'all
gonna show
want
you this. I'm showing the coverage right now. We have to blame COVID for this vampire not able to get around the picnic table. Here he is. This is Redfall right for you. You keep what's spoken out of your mouth. This guy got stuck on the picnic table. This vampire, the ruthless. I would love to play the overlay of them saying like, "You will be creeped out from the vampires and the emotion that they have. They will seek you out and come kill you." This guy couldn't get around the picnic table.
You know what I would have loved? I would have loved for this game had launched when it was supposed to launch. Because if it launched in this state, imagine if Redfall launched when it was supposed to launch. The game would probably get 2s.
And we're
look like Minecraft.
We're out of COVID, bro. We have been out of COVID for quite some time. So what are they talking about? And they delayed it a year.
Just the same thing with Halo. The Halo was delayed a whole year, and they still couldn't get co-op going. It took another year after that. Years.
Yeah, and you
look at this guy. Look, this is a next gen only game. Look at this. He's moonwalking. He can't get around the picnic table. Blame COVID. Phil Spencer. It was 15 double digits better than we thought.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Look at this. This vampire cannot get around this picnic table. Look at this. This AI is like something out of the friggin' Atari era. Like, look at this guy. This is like the shit you would see like on OG Xbox, PS1. Guy just like
he can't jump. Like, good God,
dude, he
jump.
can't
Isn't
jump.
that
He
the big
can
knock
jump. He
against Kratos?
teleports.
He can't jump.
The guy teleports. What do you mean he can't jump? The vampires teleport. He just chooses not to. Look at this. This is a next gen only $70. I need to know where those people are. Where are all those $70 dudes? You guys went to hiding. Man, last year they were pocket watching like the goddamn bank. Oh, the Jim Ryan's charging another $70. Start a podcast. Jim Ryan, greedy Jim Ryan.
I'm going to have to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
The picnic table. There was garlic on the picnic table. They left it over from the lunch. This is it. Feels like where's Phil?
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift in some dramatic way. We lost the worst generation to lose in the Xbox One generation. Just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race. I think doesn't really lay into the reality in our console that somehow we're going to win the console race. I think doesn't.
He's so full of shit.
Dude, I love just showing this clip with him saying that stuff.
Oh no! We suck again.
No,
I love it.
You know why that clip is bullshit? We've seen time and time again things happen where games change the outcome, right?
Yes.
I mean, we've
so
seen
many
it all the
times.
way. We've seen it back during the NES and Atari days, TurboGrafx 16, the Mega System. You know what I mean? We've seen all of this stuff happen back in the days where the person who's putting out the quality titles is the ones that you see here at the end of the day.
Yep.
Atari was putting out garbage.
You just made the
and
list.
Guess what the fuck happened to Atari?
Exactly.
They had to go hide a whole bunch of games in a fucking landfill.
Yeah, exactly. That's where
But then who took the helm? Nintendo.
Yeah, that's right.
Nintendo took the helm. And Nintendo did what? They did exactly what PlayStation followed Nintendo handbook to a T. To a T, and people don't even realize it. What did Nintendo do to maintain its dominance back in the days? Can anybody answer that question?
And they put the seal of quality.
No, it wasn't just a seal of quality. Those devs really couldn't work with nobody else like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had exclusive shit going on. And guess what? It worked out so well for Nintendo. Nintendo is still here. Look at Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis, they didn't come in and start fucking crying. Sega didn't come in and start crying. And Sega had a 2-button freaking system too, which people don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think that it just started with the Genesis with Sega. No, it didn't.
The Master Drive, wasn't it?
The Master System. The
Yeah,
Mega Drive
Sega also
was
had
the
a joystick.
Yeah. But listen, that's the thing. The Sega, when they came in fighting. I'm talking about fighting for their life, man. They caught one with Sonic. I mean, they ain't still in the console space, but shit, they
sick. I said this, I said this yesterday. For this guy to say that, there was a 0 Xbox install base and one game put them on the map, and that was Halo. One game changed everything for Xbox. Because if it wasn't for Halo,
You just made the
that
list.
Xbox console would never even exist. So to say that now, how a game cannot change anything, great games, you had one game, and that gave you over 20 years of an Xbox. Because without Halo, you had 0 install base against PlayStation and Nintendo already established, and one game gave you a chance, and that was Halo. And you banked everything on it, and you built from Halo and built off of that. That's what's crazy. How do you say that? You were there, Phil. You were there. You were intern, whatever the hell you were. You saw what Halo did to the gaming industry and what it did for your brand. It gave you an identity, and it gave you something to start. I'm showing you Redfall, and you're saying just make great games. Don't do anything. How about you start by making great games, and then we'll talk? Because it sounds like he sounded like a kid that didn't want to clean his room. It's like, I already cleaned my room. Like, it's never going to get clean, ever. I'm never going to clean my room. How about you start by picking up shit in your room, and then we'll see if it gets clean. But no, it'll never get clean. And standing outside their room, just not picking it up. It's like, if I just pick up the clothes, it's still never going to get clean. How about you start by picking up the clothes?
You know, it's so crazy just to see exactly what's happening and to see people defending what's happening.
I couldn't believe it, dude.
To be honest with you, though, people rolled with Sega until the ship went down too.
Yeah, they will.
They definitely rolled till the wheels fell off.
But they will, and everybody has a tipping point. There's people that just will never, like they'll go down with the Titanic. But let me get these last 2 super chats here. Go ahead. VIP, welcome to the VIP. He goes, where's the lamb sauce? What? I'm not going to read it. I'll let Mr. Gordon say it.
Where's the lamb sauce?
It's on the picnic table. And then Tequila Knight, member of 1 month VIP, he goes, where is the flute? Here it comes. We got the flute. They want it. They want the flute. Oh, my God. Phil, please. Oh, my God. Look at this. The picnic table. Vampire versus picnic table. Oh, Jesus. That's the
I hate
quality.
to see it, man. I really hate to see it, man. I know I make fun of Xbox all the time.
It's trash, dude.
But they deserve to be made fun of.
Look at this.
But
Are you
realistically,
creating this? Like, this is the game they gave you for $70.
No, but realistically, if they make less games, we as gamers get less games. If they make bullshit games, we as gamers get bullshit games.
But now they're trying to spread their bullshit to buy other companies, and that's where I'm like, you don't spread your trash. If you want to make yourself trash and do this, then you do this you do you, but you don't go buy while we're having fun, enjoying ourselves. You don't go take away from us to bring it to your place to give you this trash. Like that's what I don't like. Don't start spread. You want to do you? You destroy Halo. You destroy Crackdown. Destroy all your IPs. You do you, but don't take other IPs and start trashing on them because you don't give a shit about the industry. And you just want to make everybody funnel to you. And it's funny because I did that Sarah Bond interview about a week ago when she did that. And she's saying like how they are going out to try to sell this whole like how to build your game for the service or how to use AI to build your game or how like trying to manipulate them with Microsoft methods.
AI to make y'all about to
Yeah.
get some trash ass games,
Dude.
dog.
They get stopped. The funny, the company that talks about AI, they got a vampire here that can't get around the goddamn picnic table.
Dude, they must have used Chat GPT to write the coding for that.
And they said that vampire attack player. Okay. But we didn't program it that if there was a tree or a picnic table in the way, he cannot get around. Like, look at this. This guy teleported across the whole goddamn park to kill me, but he won't teleport to the other side of this picnic table. This is...
Yo, they sold this shit for $70.
$70, dude. And then Phil has the balls to come on there and just be like,
That's pretty sad.
trash, man. But anyway, we can have the rest of the time, man. We'd be going all night, dude. I want to thank.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Dude, we got grinders. These grinders, the late night burning oil. They're still around, man. Yo, I want to thank. First, I want to thank first time on here, Thrifty. Welcome, and I want to plug your channel, definitely your podcast, and tell them where they can find you.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for having me on. Sorry I was late. But yeah.
No time in the grindhouse.
I am on Twitter at ThriftyPSGR. I have a YouTube channel on here. You can find me at the same name, ThriftyPS Gamer Reviews. I do reviews of old games that I find on sale or new games that I find on sale. And I also have a podcast every Wednesday night. Thankfully, the stars lined up, and I get to do a podcast on my normal schedule for the game show or for the showcase. So I'm super excited about that. And then on Sunday nights, I do Thoughts with Thrifty, which is where I just find a few articles, read through them, and give my ideas. I didn't do it this past week because I had a birthday. Yay for being closer to 40. And
you had a happy birthday? Was your birthday?
I
did. Well, there you go.
Happy birthday, Grindhouse. There's no illness here. This is not a rooftop party. Happy birthday, Grindhouse. Now hit that like.
That's right. Happy birthday. Another birthday celebration of the Grindhouse.
Yeah,
oh, man, I appreciate that. Do what?
What happened? The birthday was yesterday.
Oh, my bad.
20th. It was on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday, man.
Okay, happy birthday. Yeah, mine's is the 13th. Happy birthday, definitely.
But Frog was at a rooftop party for his, though. He admitted that.
Man, that definitely was.
That's where it all happened. That's where his big.
Hey, but there was no feelness happening.
That's what he said. That's what happened.
No feelness happening.
That's when they slipped them the 15 days of there. And Sick, tell me where to find you. You doing a show tomorrow? Sick, oh no, he's off he's doing off. You're doing a show tomorrow. Or you're going dark until Wednesday.
No, I think I am gonna do a show in the morning.
Right.
Yes,
but I'm also gonna do a show the morning of the actual show. So I'm probably gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do a few shows.
Yeah, man, we'll be all over the place.
Me personally, though, I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. I just can't wait for this show. That's all I'm waiting for, man. I just need to showcase. I need to see what I'm looking forward to. I'm already locked in with PlayStation. We rocking.
Let's go, baby.
I just need to see what they got in store for us, man. I need to see the new PSVR 2 games. I need to see everything. And if they do bring Half-Life Alex, which I just don't see them doing that. I just don't see them doing that. But if they do, then I'm definitely double dipping on it because it was a good game. I don't think it's the best VR game like people trying to make it out to be. Me personally, I would much rather have Asgard's Wrath or Robo Recall, but that's just me.
Robo Recall's good.
Robo Recall is excellent.
Yeah.
I freaking love that game. Dude, if you're in a bad mood, man, Robo Recall is that game for you to play. You just get to beat up on robots.
That's right. Oh, True Virgil said
get-
he'll be there sick tomorrow if you gotta keep it going.
Yeah,
That's right,
man, I
True.
be trying, man. I be trying to get everybody through their workday, man. Sometimes I do like a 7-8 hour stream. Niggas be like, yo, you still going, B?
There is
Like, yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, you go old man. I listen to it while I'm working. But it's good as
man, that's
True
what I-
Virgil, like, you know, I think he is getting the quality. He's following the quality podcast. So I think it's good where he is on the grinds board. It's I think that Herman Holtz is rubbing off on him. He knows good
Why
quality.
you got that
podcasts.
man on the nuts? Why you got him on the
Oh no! We suck again.
I was listening one day and I was like, True Virgil, I got you on the nuts. You're on Herman's nuts. I said, wait, what? I had to actually look up from what I was doing to
There
actually see what the hell he was talking about.
True.
And he was doing a split with his name on his. Yo, I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's wild, bro.
Oh man! And I think it was funny. I think they get. Never mind. I think they gifted him there. That's funny. He put him in there. I was like, oh, he's on the board, but he's going there. Nah, True Virgil is good. He's good.
No, he good. He good people.
He
man.
good people, definitely, man. He's good, man. Shout out to Drew and shout out to everybody. Yo, Frog, tell them where they'll find Frog at rooftop parties. He's the Phil Ness should be wearing off now. I think I had about a 5-day half-life on it. He realized cloud gaming is not for him.
Yeah, definitely not for me. You can find me on Twitter, at Frog's Dreams. Loving on good-looking redheads only. Here we go again.
Oh, he like the ice spices of the world. Huh?
Yes, chef.
Come on.
Yes, chef.
People give me shit about that.
Yo, you better.
I'm like, look, man. We all know the truth is the truth. There's some redheads that are really good looking, and some that are just fugly. Hey,
stop it!
You know what they say about the gingers? They ain't got no soul, bro.
Oh
Hey,
god, you
I've
guys
heard
are
that.
so bad, man.
Hey,
They have
if
something
you
I
watch
could
Game
never
of Thrones,
Really?
if you watch Game of Thrones,
A soul.
everybody remembers the redhead on when she took her necklace off.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
All right,
Oh.
Yo, you know, I read a book a long time ago, bro. I had to be in like preschool or something, dog. But I remember this, and y'all can tell me if y'all remember a book like this where this girl wore this like necktie, right? And if she took it off, her head would fall off.
The hell was you
reading?
Yeah, horror.
Dude, I
horror
swear to God, this was
It's
so
like
long
it's
ago.
one of those urban myth things.
I don't know if it was an urban myth, but she really liked this boy, and the boy was like, if you really like me or something like that, you'll take off the thing. And when she took it off, her fucking head fell off, bro.
Yeah, I think that's the urban myth thing. Yeah.
And I knew it was. I wasn't in regular school, bro, because I used to also read this book called Corduroy. I don't know if y'all know about that one, but I used to definitely read all the Corduroy books, bro. I used to love them books, but that was one book that I remember from so long ago, bro, and I never could get it out of my mind because of what happened. There's another book I read too, and we can get out of here. We can get out of here.
Oh,
But it was about this dude who he found a way to travel through galaxies, or not through galaxies, but through
wormholes.
No, not wormholes. What do they call this shit, dude? His name, it was called the Inside Out Boy or something like that. Because he was traveling through different dimensions and he ended up turning himself inside out. Like, it was crazy.
Oh,
Yo,
like short horror stories. Horror
no, it wasn't a horror story though. Like, it was a dope book. I actually want to buy. I'm gonna see if I can find that book. I'm gonna buy it.
So he
again
went to a
just so I can
universe
read
where
it.
everybody was inside.
No. He just found a way to. He found a way to
Ugh.
travel to different universes, and the higher that he would go, different stuff would start happening to him. And he ended up turning himself inside out, bro. That book was freaking excellent. But anyway, I ain't gonna hold you up no more, bro. You can go ahead and close it out.
That sounds some good reading. Order in the court. But thank you again, Grinders. Hit that like button, share it out. This was an epic show. Thank you to Link, to Thrifty, to Sick, and the Frogs. And we will be back for the PlayStation Showcase. And with that, we're going to play Kratos' A Wedding Song. Good night, everybody. Quality Flute. And our Game Pass song. Thank you, these nuts. We out. There it is. Get your dancing shoes. Place the Requiem.
Oh, man. Damn, you know what? I'm going to take my ass to sleep early today so I can actually get up on time.